We're live?
Supposedly, I think we're live.
Hopefully you guys can see us.
Yeah, I've got the chat pulled up. So let us know if you guys can see us.
Ooh, I can see us now in the YouTube window, but okay, I gotta mute us there. There we go. This is going great so far. Okay. Hey everybody, it's good to see you. Can you let us know, like, can you hear us and see us okay? Please?
Yeah, please let us know. I'm monitoring the chat. People are saying hi, so I'm assuming it's working.
Yeah, this is good. Okay, hi, we see
yes.
you.
Okay,
Yay.
someone said yes. Okay, we can see you. Awesome.
Yay.
This is so exciting. We don't know what we're doing. So
yeah, we have no idea what we're doing. So that's exciting. Hello, you are live. Yay. Okay, great.
Exciting. So, hi guys.
Hello. Oh my goodness, this is cool.
This is really fun.
This is really fun. All right. I'm gonna pull up my outline actually.
Yeah, I feel like we don't know what we're doing now. We're like, wait, how does this work?
No, did you see that news report a couple weeks back about that meteorologist who like realized that he had touchscreen abilities on the map?
No.
Yeah, he didn't realize that he could move the screen with his fingers, and he did it, and he turned into a kid on like live TV. That's us right now.
Yeah, that is actually though.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up this outline.
Somebody already brought up the elephant in the room, so
we're gonna get there.
Yeah. Oh my god! Someone said they stayed up till 2 a.m. for this.
Oh my gosh!
We're so honored. Thank you guys for joining us for our 5th anniversary live stream.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, well, hi everybody. Welcome to our 5th birthday live episode. That's insane that we can say that.
That's crazy.
This night 5 years ago, this time and this night 5 years ago, we had our, we got ourselves set up. We taught ourselves how to podcast on Google. And yeah, I had my little bitty mic. I was in my parents' bedroom in the corner where I could get a good sound system. And me, you, and our friend Ashley, we busted out the first episode.
I didn't even have a mic back then.
No.
I didn't even have a mic. I had like the equivalent of my headphone mic. And that's what I had.
It's crazy. So yeah, this is our 5th anniversary live episode, which is just insane. So what we're doing with this live episode, we are taking you through our wish lists for seasons 8, 11, and 10. It's our 6th annual wish list episode, which is great. We're going to focus on the happy. We have to start with the news because we always do. And okay, I have my tissues nearby. Do you have your tissues nearby?
Yeah, I've got equivalent of tissues. Yeah.
If we cry in the next however long we talk about this, we cry. Same with you guys. If you cry, you cry.
I cried when we talked about Jesse Spencer leaving, so no shame.
I definitely have cried multiple times this week. Multiple times. I don't even want to say it like this. Okay.
We're going to start with the news. We'll start there.
Yeah, we're going to
We didn't think we were going to have this much news when we planned this thing. We didn't think we were going to have this kind of news when we planned this whole celebration. We thought it was going to be way more fun and lighthearted and like just a good time. And that's not how this week has turned out.
It's been a really, really hard week. A very hard week to be a shy hard. So I'm trying to structure my windows here so I can see us, the group chat, and the outline at the same time.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're getting complimented on your earrings because they're awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, and your engagement ring. I mean, hello.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm almost there. Can't figure it out. Okay. Chat, outline.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Us. Okay, we're good. All right. Let me just start this by saying, I hate that this is happening. I hate that we have to talk about this. I hate that it is this week. I hate every single bit of it. I hate all of it. I hate all of it.
Yeah. There's nothing good out. I mean, nothing.
No. Jesse Lee Soffer is leaving us. There's no easy way to say it.
And not even like in 22 episodes from now, probably within the first like 3.
Like it's hard. It's really hard. There's a lot of stuff we don't know, and it's driving me insane that we don't know it.
And I think it's driving me more insane that I don't think we'll ever know for sure.
I think
I
we
mean,
will.
maybe, but like, I don't think anytime soon. I don't think in the next like 2 months we're gonna find out. Like maybe in like a few years, but I don't think we'll know in the next like little bit.
I think we're gonna find out when his last episode airs, because I imagine there's gonna be a couple of postmortems that drop.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
I don't think we're gonna like any of the answers.
Yeah. One, I don't know how. I think the answers are going to be all sugar coated. I don't think we'll know. I don't think they're going to be like 100% truth.
So you guys know last week over on SVU, some weird shit happened. Kelly Geddish she's leaving the show. And we were all just kind of like, the fuck? Like, that's really weird.
After like 12 years, I didn't even watch SVU and I was like, after 12 years and it's not her choice. Okay, that's a little weird, but to each one's own, but okay, that's weird.
And maybe we were all really naive to think, wow, glad it's not us. Not even thinking that we
because that's what we thought. We were like, oh man, that sucks, but like I don't care because I don't watch SVU, so like I'm glad it's not us.
We don't know if this was Jesse's choice. We don't know if this was Wolf or NBC. All signs point to it being a Wolf NBC decision. Which
I was gonna say, I think Jesse's tweet, the way he worded it, that by starting it saying like, yes, this is very sad and true, or something along those lines, like that doesn't seem like something you would tweet if it was your choice to leave. I mean, obviously unconfirmed. We don't know that for sure. That is just us speculating. But I feel like that's not something you say if it was your choice to leave.
No, I'm with you on that. It doesn't seem like it was his choice. And you're right that it's going to take a while to know because Jesse's a very private person. So I
feel like this is going to be one of those things I need, you know how like Jimmy always makes jokes about the fact that like one day when there's a documentary and about One Chicago and we're going to be the ones doing all the interviews. I feel like one day when that documentary does happen, that's when we're going to find this out. It's like all the like, that's when we're going to find this out. I don't think we're going to find it out anytime soon.
Yeah. So I see in the chat, somebody says, I wonder why they would get rid of Jesse though. And that's been the question on all of our minds this week. The other news has just been like a total dumpster fire surrounding NBC and Comcast and all of that stuff. It's insane. So I'm sorry. I got a text. I got to turn my phone around so I don't get distracted. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff we don't know. But as I said just now, I mean, it's been a dumpster fire this week with NBC, and we've got other NBC news we're going to get into. But, I've been thinking about this week of just how, I mean, that I can't help but think this is just so wrong. And that's just, amidst my inner monologue since Monday has just been like, Jesse's leaving. And it's been nonstop. And so when I really break it down and get into it, I'm just like, this is so unfair. This is so wrong. It's just wrong. There's no other way to say it. But also, what is the alternative, right? The alternative is somebody else getting let go or somebody from the crew losing their job. And I'm not saying that it's better that it's Jesse. It's not better at all. This is fucked in a million different ways.
Yeah.
But I think the whole situation is just ridiculous, and this is wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah. I think for one, it's going to suck regardless, right? Like whether it was Jesse's choice to leave or it wasn't his choice to leave, it sucks regardless, right? Because Jesse has been such a part of, I mean, obviously he's been on PD since the beginning. He's been in One Chicago since almost basically the beginning, because obviously he helped spin off PD from Fire. Like he's just been around for so long. So like, regardless whether it was his choice to leave or it wasn't his choice to leave, it was all going to suck. Like it was all going to suck and it was all going to hurt. But I think it hurts a little bit more because I think most people think that it wasn't his choice to leave. But going to your point about like who should have left, or, does it, if he didn't leave, then maybe someone else would have had to leave. I think part of the reason why Jesse leaving also hurts a lot too is because we all thought that Jay was going to be the next like coming of the unit, right? Like the whole line about, one day the unit's going to be yours, Jay, and blah, blah, blah. And like, I don't think any of us thought, unless it was Jesse's choice to leave, that like he was going anywhere. And like,
Exactly.
that's not to say that like, I think that Marina's going somewhere. I think Patty's going somewhere. But like, just because of that and the way they have structured Jay's character for the last 10 years, I definitely would have never thought, unless it was his choice to leave, that Jay was going anywhere and Jesse was going anywhere.
Same.
And I think that's really what's killing me, is that like, literally for the last 10 years, you've been building it up as like Jay to take over for Voight. And like, now, because of whatever reasons or whatever, I mean, again, so much speculation and we can get into all that, or we don't have to, or whatever, but like, and now you're just gonna literally undo 10 years of the show.
Exactly.
Like, it makes, I'm not, and again, not saying I want someone else to lose their job or whatever, but it maybe would have made a tiny bit more sense if it was almost anyone else but Jay. And again, not that I want anyone else to lose their jobs, because I don't. I want everyone to stay. I love our little unit of, you know, I love our people. But like, Jay, really?
Yeah, this has, I don't know the best way to phrase it. Like, I've lost a lot of respect for Dick Wolf this week. And that's presuming that this came from Wolf and NBC. Okay, that's presuming. We don't know. We just don't know. But if this did come from up above, I lost a lot of respect for Dick Wolf this week, because this is not what's best for the show. This is not what's best for the fans. This is a slap in the face.
Yeah.
To the fans and to Jesse.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I mean, and again, it really sucks too that I think, and they'll never come out and say, you know, that it was, what are they going to say, that we fired Jesse Lee Soffer? I mean, I don't think they're going to say that, but it's hard. I think fans are never going to fully be able to move on without any answers. And I just don't think we're ever going to get like a solid answer. And that really sucks. And I'm not saying that we should move on, or that if you want to sit here and grieve over Jay for forever, that's your feelings and you're totally right to do that. And I think you and I have talked a lot about our grieving process and how we're going to handle it and all the things. But I think if you are ready to move on from it, even without any answers, it's going to be hard to move on from it.
The lack of transparency is compounding this. That's making it feel even worse, because they're not telling us anything. So,
well, and then when you think about too, I think the thing that also makes it worse, it's one thing if like Jesse was leaving, or they let Jesse go or whatever, and Jesse is in an isolated bubble and it is what it is, and the PD fans are dealing with it. But then when you consider the Kelly Giddish stuff, right, and how that all went down, and then all the stuff that's coming out of, you know, Variety and Deadline and whatever about NBC maybe cutting their 10 p.m. hour, and like Comcast really working on their budget for next year, and they're putting pressure on NBC Universal to make a bunch of cuts, and like, it just, all of it together is like adding, I think, to the fandom's pandemonium about like what is going on, what really was going on, and like the lack of answers. And it just, I think it's added, all the context is really added to the pandemonium of this whole situation. It
really has. And Wolf being so silent about it, it's like they're saying, well, we just did this and you can't do anything about it, so sorry. And we're just like, no, we've devoted so much time and energy into these series that you're going to treat us like that?
Yeah.
No, that's bullshit. And like, okay, I brain dumped a bunch of things into the notes app this week, just while I was like, it was like an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, you said, you were like, you texted me the other day and you were like, I'm brain dumping into the outline, I hope you don't mind. And then I went into the outline and there was nothing there. And I was like, where'd she put all her stuff? Okay, that's fine. She changed her mind. But like, I was waiting to read your brain dumps.
In the notes app. Sorry. Which I'm pulling out now. But okay, like it definitely feels like a slap in the face, because again, we've invested so much into these characters in this show for so long, and that's how they treat us. That's not right. And so I want to take this moment. I want to apologize to the Gabby stans out there, the Gabby and Monica fans who stopped watching when she left. I want to apologize to you guys. I'm sorry, because when she left, I kind of adopted the mentality of suck it up, get over it. And that's not fair, because I feel it now, knowing that Jesse's leaving us and Jay is leaving PD. I feel it now. It feels like a knife to the heart. and it hurts a lot. It hurts really bad. I don't know if this hurt will go away.
I will say though, I think the Gabby, I do agree, and if you have your right to feel however you want to feel, and if you want to stop watching the show, then like you're totally valid in your feelings. I will say, I think the Gabby Monica situation is slightly different though, only because it was Monica's choice to leave the show versus, I mean, granted, again, we don't know for sure whether it was Jesse's choice or not, but it seems more and more likely that it's not his choice to leave the show. So I think it is maybe like a teeny tiny, slightly different situation. Just why people stopped watching, and I think why you maybe felt back then like that way towards Gabby stands, because it was kind of like, okay, well, Monica's choosing to leave the show. The show's still got to go on, and like, you know, the writers are doing the best they can given the situation that they had and whatever. This is very much seems like it's coming from the top, and so it's like if I'm not agreeing with the choices, this is what it is, and like I'm just not going to watch. Which again, you guys have the right to feel however you want to feel. I know Gina and I have spent a lot of time talking this week about what we're going to do and how we're going to feel, and I think at this point the best thing we've decided is we're just going to kind of see it out. I mean, I think I can speak for you. We haven't talked about this. I think for sure we're going to keep going on the Med and Fire stuff for sure, because we're feeling very Med.
No,
I
we're
don't know.
scared
Med,
now.
I'm not as scared about Fire, but Med, I'm a little about Med. But like, well, we can talk about that later. But yeah, I think Med and Fire for sure we're gonna. But like PD, we just really don't know. And I think we, in our minds, the idea is to give it this season, because I think the way we're feeling, and again, Gene and I have talked a lot about this, I think we feel like we owe it at least to our other faves like Patty and Marina and LaRoyce and Tracy and Amy, like to stick it out and see, and Benjamin and Jason too. I think we owe it to them to see what the show's going to be like and give it a chance. But that doesn't mean that like the day the episode after Jesse leaves airs that we're not going to be like, nope, I can't do this yet. I'm not ready for this. So I think we're personally trying to just feel it out. We're just going to take it a week at a time.
And that's the same for you guys. Do what you need to do. Okay.
Yeah.
I messaged Bryna the other day because we don't know if Jesse's last episode is going to be 3 or 4. If it's 4, that's 2 days before my wedding. I can't handle that pain that close to the wedding. And so do what you've got to do. If you need to step away from PD, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, and I know a lot of people, when Jesse Spencer left last year, took some time away from Fire. And like kind of then once they kind of saw how it was going and whatever, and then, you know, Stella finally came back and we got Hakami, and like things started really kind of feeling like it found its footing again a little bit. People, I think, felt okay again to at least try it. And if it still wasn't working for them, then that's fine too. But yeah, you guys have to do whatever is good for you. I mean, there's no judgment over here about, you know, if you choose to stop watching PD, or even if you don't watch the final episodes of Jesse, that's okay too. Whatever you guys want to do is fine. No judgment over here.
I don't want to. It kind of feels like knowing he's leaving and they're keeping him around for 3 or 4 episodes. It's like they're like dangling it in front of us. Like I want to rip the Band-Aid off, but I don't want to rip the Band-Aid off. I don't want to say goodbye to him.
Yeah. I'm not ready either. I'm not.
No, which I mean, kind of brings us to the question of how he's going to exit. I think there's
oh my God, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready.
Did you grab the tissues like I told you to?
We don't have any tissues. I have some toilet paper though.
Okay, I'll just keep it at this. I don't think they're going to kill him. I don't think they are.
I think I'll be okay if they don't. If they kill him, I don't know how I'm like emotionally gonna handle it.
No, we're definitely gonna need a PD break if they do that.
I will yeah, I'm not ready for that. If they don't kill him, I think I can like get myself together and like be okay. But I've thought a lot about like what to do or what the best way they're gonna handle this is, and like especially the Haley stuff. That's what really kills it, is like I feel like every time a couple gets like on somewhat solid footing, then one half of the couple leaves, or at least recently that's how it seems to have gone.
Yeah, you bring up a good point here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you can even go back as far as like when Sophia Bush left. It's like, okay, Linstead's doing okay, and Sophia leaves. And then it's like, okay, Dawsey wasn't like at the best point in their marriage when Gabby left, but it's like, they're married. I mean, they're married. And then Monica leaves. And then it's like, you know, Bretzi finally gets together, and then Jesse decides he wants to leave. And again, those actors all left on their own will, you know, because it was their choice to leave. So like, as much as it sucks for us fans, like I can feel some sort of solace in the fact that it was their choice to leave and like be okay with it. But this,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, oh,
you don't go after the heart of the show.
Yeah. And the heart of the show for literally the last 10 years.
Yeah. And the other thing is that in doing this, in letting Jesse go, you've taken everyone's comfort show and you've made it unfamiliar and almost unsafe in a way that, you know, PD is a show that a lot of people turn to on a bad day, or, you know, if they're they just need to escape for a little bit. You've taken that safety of PD and you've ripped it from us.
Yeah.
And that's not okay.
And I think the scarier thing, and you and I had a conversation about this the other day, I think the scarier thing is, I don't know. I hope for the sake of our favorites, I hope that PD can keep it up and keep the ratings up and keep the quality up. Like, I really hope they can. But because I think when Jesse left Fire, I think a lot of people felt like, yeah, it's going to be rocky for a little bit, especially because Miranda was also gone, and like the Pelham stuff wasn't quite working. And like, it was definitely rocky for a little bit. But I think everyone knew deep down that whether it took 5 episodes or it took 20 episodes, Fire was going to find its footing again. And I don't know if I feel the same way about PD. I don't.
Yeah, no,
and I
we've
hope
talked
for
about
the
this.
sake of my favorites, and I hope for the sake of Benjamin, who's coming in and such a weird time, that I hope it works out. I really do, because I love PD. I want PD to succeed. I want these people to succeed. I want these characters to succeed. There's nothing I want more than to see it succeed. But in my gut, something is telling me, I don't know. I just don't know. And I'm willing to give it a chance. I am willing to give it a chance. But it's not, Fire was in a gut feeling that I was like, Fire's going to be okay. I have no problem. Fire's going to be okay. And I just don't know if I'm feeling the same way about PD right now.
I think Fire got compounded by the Miranda thing at the time.
Yeah, I think the Miranda thing is what really killed it. And those like episode 6 to like the mid-season, that was not a good time for Fire.
Yeah.
And then Miranda comes back and we get Hakami, and like things start to kind of find its way a little bit. Pelham, was stable, and it worked. It ended up working out. And I think the back half of season 10 is really good. That first half is not that great, but the back half ended up being really good. I just don't know how I feel, but I don't know if in my gut, something is telling me PD is not going to be the same, but I could be wrong. And I hope I am wrong. I really do.
Yeah. Makes me really mad.
Yeah. Going off of kind of what we were talking about though, because obviously people in the comments are talking about, what we were just talking about. Mm-hmm. Jess said, I think it can. Hold on, I gotta scoot over my chat box a little bit here. Hold on a second. Said, I think it can survive without him because it's pretty case focused. The gap for me is with how small the cast is, it's gonna make his absence more obvious.
Yeah, but I mean, I will say that the case episodes bore me to tears
and that's been
personal.
Yeah, and I think that's been obviously the biggest complaint about PD for the last like 2-3 seasons now, is like how case focused it seems compared to where it used to be. And like these character focused episodes, like you get your Kim episode and your this episode and whatever, and it's like, at least we had some, I mean, granted, we didn't see much of Upstead in the back half of the season, but like that was the only relationship we had going. That seemed like to be the only consistent personal stuff we got last year.
Yeah,
for the most part. I mean, and then Berzik's drama, but like they're not together, so. But yeah, dude,
at this point, okay, if we've learned anything now, it's like, don't root for a ship on One Chicago. Just don't do it, because you're
I'm like almost honestly really hesitant to like be rooting for Akami right now.
All I'm saying is that at this point, like, Berserk can fight from now until like the end of forever. They can fight forever. I'm fine with that. If they wanted to fight, like, the scene in Mean Girls when like they pretend like they're in the jungle again and they're in the mall and they're like dives in the fountain. If they want to fight like that, I'm fine with it. I'm never going to complain again about Berserk fighting. Just go ahead.
It's
fight
like
all you want.
It's like maybe we should start a new hashtag about don't give Atwater a love interest, because like if we root for something, we're gonna get it ripped away. Don't give Atwater a love interest. Nope, don't want it.
Nope.
I mean, we really do want it though, but like we don't want it at the same time.
Start up that triangle of Gallo, Violet, and Hakami. Just keep them around, but keep it a triangle. Don't get together. Bad things happen.
Yeah. We also get our wish that way of Jimmy sticking around more often. So I mean, we all really, that's a win-win-win. I'm just saying.
It's win-win. This is bullshit. Yeah. This is bullshit that we're even talking about this on our 5th birthday. Like, I hate this. I hate every ounce of this.
It really, the whole thing just really sucks.
And this has been the entire week. Like, it's 7 stages.
Yeah, this has not been a good week. This has not been a great week. I don't know. I think, like I said, the thing that really has been bugging me this whole week is just like, you literally set your entire foundation of the show upon this one character being the antagonist to Voight, and like, but yet you say you're gonna have him take over the unit, and like now you just got rid of him. So now what? What do we do?
Exactly.
And I feel like a fool too in some ways, because I thought the whole season, and we were so excited about. And I still really am excited about Benjamin joining the show. And I am really still excited about Torres. And everything I said about him and his character in like when that episode, whatever episode that was, I still think holds true. But I feel like a fool for being so excited about the mentorship aspect and really thinking that was going to be the focus of the season. And now they're like, haha, just kidding. Jay's going to be gone in like 3 or 4 episodes. And like Torres is going to have to figure his own way out. And I'm just like, I feel like a fool in that way. I do.
There's a level of embarrassment. I definitely felt that this week of like, well, joke's on me for getting so invested.
Well, see, and we had this again. We've had a lot of conversations this week about
so many conversations. Yes,
so many. I feel like we should talk about this too. I was literally dead ass asleep when this news broke.
I know, like, and I'm so sorry. I
was in a deep sleep. And granted, you guys are probably like, Bryna, it broke at like 10 p.m. Yeah, I was in a deep sleep at 10 p.m.
Bryna goes to bed at like 8.
I do. I go to bed at like 9 a lot of nights. And Gina, I mean, and like my phone was blowing up, and I'm one who usually don't hear my phone at night, but like my phone was buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is Gina calling me? And then she was like FaceTiming me. I was like, I can't FaceTime right now. And I was like, but I called her back and she told me. And I don't even remember where I was going with this story. Point is, we've had a lot of conversations about everything. And like, so one of the conversations we were having yesterday or the day before or whatever, is you said you felt like you've been embarrassed. And I don't know if I personally would use the word embarrassed, because I just feel like I'm not ashamed about it. And I feel like embarrassment implies a little bit of shame. Personally, at least for me, like I feel like, and I'm not ashamed about it. I'm not ashamed that I got it so attached to Jesse and I got so attached to Jay Halstead. Like I'm not ashamed of that at all. I'm not embarrassed by it. But I guess I feel like the rug's been pulled out from under me.
Yeah. And that's where some of the embarrassment comes from, is that I'm like, you violated my trust. Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I realize it doesn't work that way. It's the TV industry, but also like that's how it feels.
And I think we have nothing to compare it to, right? Because I was going back and I was thinking about like all the major times that a character, or that someone's left the show and we're like, what, when we like have the whole conversation or whatever. But a good majority of the time, it's the actor's choice. The only instance I can think of it not being the actor's choice to leave, like a major one where like Deadline broke the news and it wasn't just like Otis dying or, Al dying, and it wasn't part of the story in the fabric of like that, is like when Colin, Norma, and John left. But even then, I mean, John Seda was like, I know you and I were like, they're getting rid of John Seda, like the man who literally started One Chicago. Like that's a little bit, but no,
but you know what? John wasn't the surprise in that when it was Colin.
Colin was a surprise. John, yeah, I think John was just a surprise that they finally were going to be like, no, we're letting you go for real. We're not giving you another show. Like, we're just like letting you go. But like, if you think about all the other times, like I said, I mean, they've all been actors' choices. So like, yeah, it sucks. And yeah, it's shocking, or yeah, whatever. But like, it was Sophia's choice to leave. It was Monica's choice to leave. It was Tori's choice to leave. It was Yaya's choice to leave. It was Jesse's choice to leave. Like, it was all their choices. This is the first time that a truly, truly, truly major character, after 10 years, they're just being like, nope, sorry, we're done. And
That
it
is-
like, and that's, I think, what's the gut punch, honestly.
Yeah, that
And
is
right
the
before,
most infuriating
and
part.
right before the 200th, how have we not talked about the fact that they're literally going to hit 200 this year? And they're like, oh no, sorry, yeah, no, you're done.
This is why I've lost so much respect for Dick Wolf this week. You have this actor who is incredible, who has given you everything he has had for 10 years. He moved to Chicago. He has thrown himself into this character. He has worked his ass off. He has given us knockout performances week after week. He loves the fans. He has given you everything. And the way you thank him is by saying, okay, bye. No,
Yeah.
no.
There's a great conversation happening in the chat about if it wasn't Jesse's choice to leave, then do you think it was like above Gwen's, like, did Gwen get any say? It was above her pay grade. I mean, I think that was above her pay grade. I don't know. I mean, that's just a guess. That, like, I don't know that though, for sure.
I mean, she's been Upstead's biggest fan from what we know. I worry that it did come up from up above Gwen, but that they're going to let her be the scapegoat. Like, they're going to be like, people are going to blame Gwen and they're not going to do anything about it. They're just going to be like, oops, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and we're never going to know the answers. And that's the part that sucks.
Sucks so much. So much. Just makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just take the heart of the show and just pluck it out just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, I remember back in season 4 of Fire, which, like, we don't talk about season 4, I know, but the first half when Severide got replaced by Patterson, that was a Dick Wolf idea. That was from Dick. He suggested that. They were in with it. My point is, I don't think Dick Wolf always knows best.
But that's a story idea. That's like we can undo that very quickly.
Well, no, but my point is that maybe he doesn't always know best, right? My point is his decision-making abilities probably shouldn't be taken as gospel. I don't know. I mean, and it also begs the question, like, how involved is he with his shows, right? I tweeted it the night the news broke. I was like, does he even watch his own shows? Like, why is he doing this?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things we just don't know the answer to. And I think we can sit here and speculate about it or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know.
I know. There's been a million different emotions penned up for days. Just bear with us. Yeah. Tuesday night, I was like, should we record an emergency episode? Like, as I'm like on the verge of tears for like the 5th time. And I was like, I don't want to sit on these feelings, but it's probably best.
It was a good choice not to record on Tuesday night.
That was a good choice. I think that footage would have gone in the same bin as our Lost episode.
Oh man, the Lost episode.
All the Lost episode was 20 minutes of me saying, fuck Antonio, and you being like, yeah, just let it out.
Oh man, the Lost episode's great. The Lost episode. I told you I found the Lost episode the other day, or a couple weeks ago, months ago now at this point.
We should share a little bit of it because it is pretty funny.
Maybe we'll put it up on our Patreon.
Yeah, it's pretty much just me cursing Antonio at the end of season 6 and Bryna just being like, let it out, just let it out. It's cool.
Oh man, yeah, this is why we can't record like immediate. The only immediate reaction I think we did was when Colin, Norma, and John were leaving. We were like, yeah, we got to get this out.
But even then we slept on it.
Oh yeah, we did sleep on it.
Yeah,
so yeah, we don't do immediate reactions for a reason.
No, and Bryna is a wonderful human in that when the emotions overtake me and I'm like, let's go, she's like, no, like, we're gonna think about it. You can just
we're gonna rein it in just a little bit. We're not speculating. We're not whatever. You
Yeah.
rein it in just a little bit.
Let it out, but like we're not posting this. Let's be clear. Helene,
somebody
you're too kind.
Somebody said we need to see some of the last episodes. Well, there is no video back then because back in the day, because we can say that now because we've been doing this for 5 years. This would have been 2 years into the pod. This was 2019. Yeah, 2019, because this is the end of season 6 of PD. We were on Skype. We didn't have Zoom. We didn't have the Zoom video of ourselves. We only had the audio. So there is audio. I think we will have to put it up on Patreon. So,
oh my goodness. Yeah. I look forward to hearing that again. I will probably laugh very hard.
Also, someone referenced the Alexa play Chasing Cars. That's also iconic.
You know, the other funny thing about that is that, I mean, yeah, we're laughing about it. That's the night that Grey's Anatomy killed off Andrew.
Yeah, I know. That's why it said that, because what happened was Gina was reading the headline that they wrote about them killing off DeLuca, and that's how that whole instance happened. But yeah.
And I'm glad you're saying it, because if I were to say that, she's behind me and she'd be like, what? Like, no.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The whole thing happened.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, that was a good so many bloopers, and there's so many that we don't even have the videos of anymore. There's some really good ones, but like,
yeah, there's the one night that I'm kind of bummed we don't have on video is kind of the night the world shut down, because like when Tom Hanks had COVID and all the sports leagues suspended, we were recording, so we were in like a cave or like a bubble, if you will, and we finished and we were like, what the hell? Like, it was crazy.
And we were on Skype, so we don't have the video.
Mm-mm.
We just have audio, whatever audio was from that night.
There have been some like major things that have happened while we were recording. When Kobe died, we were recording when that happened.
Yeah, because we postponed recording, so we postponed it to Sunday. I do. Yeah, I remember that.
We had postponed, so we recorded till Sunday, and then like in the middle of it, Brian just goes, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "What?" And you're just like, "Kobe," and I'm like, "What about him?" And you just go, "He died," and I was like, "What?" Yeah.
Oh no, I was like heartbroken. Yeah, that was not a fun one.
Yeah.
So. Helene said we should keep the bloopers from now on and release them once a year. I mean, somewhere between the two of us, we have all of them, but like when you could record like 3 hours an episode and then you have like, I don't know, 45 episodes a year. It's a lot of footage to comb through. So unless it's something we pull in that moment, it's like hard to remember all of the moments.
Yeah, for sure. So Manny's got an interesting point here in the chat. He says, not to keep speculating, but even more changes with the Dick Wolf show. The showrunner has changed at organized crime. Again? Haven't they had like 5 showrunner changes?
Well, I know SVU has a new showrunner this year.
Yeah. But I think, okay, so that's the other interesting thing too, is that, you know, obviously this kind of showed us like nobody's safe, which I mean, we knew that before, but this is ridiculous, a ridiculous level of nobody's safe. And so I think we're going to see a lot of cast shakeups at the end of this season.
I think we're going to see one in the beginning of the season.
Aside from Jesse? Oh, yes. Guy.
Yeah. Can we talk about that for 2 seconds?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So I really thought we were going to be okay on Med. I was like, yeah, you know, Dylan and Will survive. Let's go ahead and just talk about the promo photos, because like that's where I'm going with this. Okay. So we got promo photos for the first episodes of the season this week. Fires are always a call. The only thing, we have a cast change maybe over there too.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the actor's name, but his character's name is Sam Carver.
His actor's name is Jake Lockett. But anyway, new firefighter.
He will be our new best friend in due time.
Yeah, new firefighter, awesome, whatever. But I've not seen a single thing from Chris Mansa. I don't think he's on the show anymore for whatever reason. I feel like something happened, because he had been posting about how excited he was to come back or whatever, and then he did the cameo stuff, and like the last thing he posted was that he got engaged, and nobody knows anything from him since.
Nobody's seen him at filming.
Yeah, no, he definitely hasn't been filming or anything like that, which sucks, because loved Mason. I thought he was great. I was really looking forward to more of that, and yeah, so I think we got one cast change over there. And then we got the Med ones, and we were like not worried about Med, because we were like, okay, you know, our big thing was like, oh, Brian T's coming back. Okay, well, we can feel safe about that. That's fine. Like Will and Dylan definitely survive. We were like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I don't know if Guy's been filming, like, really, since the beginning. I don't think he has.
He's in the first episode, but like beyond that.
Yeah, but there is that one promo photo of him, of like Will talking to him and Dylan looking very like concerned, like, oh fuck, like what do I do? Like it's got that kind of look to it.
Yeah, and in the new promo that dropped, there's new footage. I mean, it's blink and you miss it. You've got to analyze it frame by frame. But he is looking like he's like waiting, and he's looking really worried. So my guess is Milena is not doing well.
Right, or Milena's dead, and he's worried that someone's gonna come after him.
Oh, maybe
like,
he has to go into like protective custody or something.
Right. I wonder if that's kind of where I'm feeling that this is going.
And I mean, Guy's Insta, he's like traveling everywhere all the time.
Well, and I tried not to put originally when that happened, because I know we had talked about it, I think like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, Guy traveled all the time last year too. I mean, I think when we interviewed him, he was in LA. Like that day that we interviewed him, he was in LA. He went back and forth between LA and Chicago and New York. I was like, it's fine. Guy did it last year. It's fine. I don't know if I'm feeling the same way anymore.
I know.
Which is really, really, really gonna suck if that's the case.
Which also is kind of an alarming pattern, right? You brought in 2 new people last season and both of them are gone now.
And like, I mean, the fans loved both of them.
Yeah.
It's not like they were not working. I thought they were working great.
Exactly. Slightly off topic. Allison just asked if we were ever going to post more footage from the game we played with Jesse, Nick, and Alberto. Probably not. That's not up to us. But I will say stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
In the next couple of weeks. That's all we can say.
Yeah. Just next couple of weeks. There was one underneath that I wanted to address. Angela Wedler, she said, I have a feeling Guy is gone too because he posted a cryptic message on Instagram in his trailer saying until we meet again.
Did I miss that? I definitely missed that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but either he's constantly traveling but still on the show, or I don't know.
And again, we don't know. This is literally us just guessing because that's what we do. We like to play detective. But
that's half the reason we started this podcast, is because it's usually fun.
Yeah, but we don't know. This is just us guessing. Anyway, we're talking about Cash Jacobs. I feel like we're getting one. Like I said, I think Meds. I don't know. That's my gut.
What is that? What is going on behind the scenes if you brought 2 new people in last year and now they're both gone? What is happening behind the scenes that you can't keep people?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, random question. What happened to Dominic Reigns? Is he in the promo photos?
Yeah. Now you got me like second guessing everything. I'm like, yes.
We've had a very traumatizing week.
Posted about the poster the other day.
God, and Jesse posting the posters and stuff as his cover. He is a bigger man than I am. Is all I have
now
to
you
say
have me like worried. I'm like,
no, I know.
Yes?
I'm worried too. How do we say your name in the chat? Is it Holson? How do we say that name? Please tell us. NBC. See, now you guys are getting to see what happens in a normal episode.
Yes, he's on the poster.
He's on the poster.
Poster.
But Guy is too, though, right?
Yeah.
Chicago Fire. No, wait, wrong show. Chicago Med. Back. Guys, this happens at least like 3 times an episode. Just like work with us here.
Yeah, they're both on the poster.
Motherfucker, I clicked Chicago Fire again. Okay, hang on.
They're both on the poster.
Okay. Let's see, photos. All the new art. That. There's Archer.
I think he's in some of the promo photos too.
Look at Maggie with the flawless hair. I love her. Troy and Archer. Troy and Will and Maggie. There is no Crockett in these photos.
We don't always get everyone. There's no Vanessa. Well, Vanessa's not on the poster either. Photos. Well, I'm just saying, I think I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not worried about Dominic. I don't think he's going anywhere.
When Chicago should be fun. It should not be this stressful.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like so much more to say, but like, I don't know. I mean, all the other news we have is like, OC's a dumpster fire, NBC's a dumpster fire, Wolf Entertainment's a dumpster fire.
No, we have one set of good news. Damn it. The new cast members for Med.
Oh yeah, we did get new cast members for Med. We did. Okay. I'm just checking
We do have good news.
Okay, I got all my feels out. I'm good. Okay. Wow, we didn't cry. Good job, us.
It's not said we won't eventually, but
No,
we did
will.
tonight.
We very well may. So just, hang on. Okay. Yeah, so we do have some casting news from Chicago Med. Brenda, take it away.
Okay, so deadline. Sasha, I'm gonna butcher this. Ruiz and Lila Rich Creek Estrada, and this is board season 8. So Sasha Ruiz and Lila Rich Creek Estrada joined the cast of NBC Chicago Med as recurring guest stars. I feel like recurring guest stars. Ruiz is set to portray Jack Egan, a multi-millionaire Renaissance man, and Rich Creek Estrada will portray Nellie Cuevas, a psych fellow working with Dr. Charles.
Okay. If you hear Pepper barking right now, I'm sorry. This is my life. Charlie likes to rile him up when I'm recording, and I'm like, can you not, please? Beside the point. Okay, so Nellie will be.
What the hell is a multi-millionaire Renaissance man?
That's got to be like a hustler, like one of those guys who just thinks that he can rule the world with money.
But like coming in from like the board side, coming in as like a donor, like I mean, coming in from what? Like what role does that have to play in with like the hospital?
Oh, probably on the board. Yeah, probably on the board. He's one of those people that as long as he's dumping money into something, like people keep him around. That's my guess.
Is Shentu still around?
Oh yeah, Dr. Shentu.
Speaking of the board, I mean,
we liked him.
We did like him. Remember that time he was kind of in a ship with Vanessa, but then they didn't go there?
I was feeling it.
I was definitely feeling that.
Manny says, sounds like one of those guys that Severide used to fix boats for. Exactly, like that.
Yeah. But again, that's a little different. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm guessing he's one of those people who thinks that like as long as he throws money at something, everything is okay.
Probably. But who's he gonna butt heads with? Will? Probably.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Goodwin. Archer. He's gonna butt heads with everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the psych fellow should be interesting. I mean, we haven't seen that since Sarah Reese, so
yeah.
That should be interesting.
Should be interesting. Yeah. I'm not familiar with either of those actors, so that'll be pretty cool. So welcome aboard. I hope you like it here. It's been a hard week, you guys.
I know, it's been a hard week.
It's been a really hard week. So yeah, we've got that. And then okay, so we had some good news. Now we're back to the dumpster fire. NBC's
I don't think we have to talk about this forever because it's not really one Chicago, but like I think it is important to address because it's out there.
Yeah, this is definitely a WTF kind of thing. Granted, all the news that's coming out is
not set in stone. I think that's important. It is a consideration. That doesn't mean they're going to do it. That doesn't mean, I mean, this is something they've apparently talked about many times before and it hasn't happened yet. I think that's important to say.
Manny says Sasha was on Suits for seasons 8 and 9. That's about when I stopped watching.
I didn't watch Suits, so.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. ATX was responsible for that one, for me discovering it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Side of the point. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So NBC is considering air quotes. They're considering abandoning the 10 p.m. primetime hour for local programming.
Right. And like I said, this is not the first time it's happened. It's apparently happened the conversation has happened multiple times over the last 10 years. And they emphasize that this is not the first time the option of seating time to, has been discussed. Like it's not, it's happened before and it hasn't actually happened yet. So this is just a conversation.
I feel like if they're publishing it though, they're going to do it.
No, because I don't think that's the case.
They did this in 2009. There is Will Halstead chatter in the chat right now. I cannot look at it because I'm going to get sidetracked. Okay. They did this in 2009 and it was a disaster. Jamie took the words right out of my mouth. So the Jay Leno experiment. That is exactly the Jay Leno experiment. It basically resulted in, well, Conan ended up going to TBS and having a very successful career, but it was a disaster. It's just in a nutshell. I don't
even know what you're talking about.
So they gave Conan the Tonight Show, and I think
right.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened to Jay Leno, but they basically gave Conan the Tonight Show. And I can't remember like which one lasted longer, like Conan's stint on the Tonight Show or like Kim Kardashian's marriage to that basketball player. Like it was very short-lived. That guy, yeah. Oh, always with the basketball knowledge. That's right.
He was also a wizard, so like I do have like a tiny soft spot for Chris Humphries. I listen.
It was a short stint because nobody was watching the Tonight Show at all.
Yeah.
So they gave it to Jimmy, and Conan went over to TBS. So Alexandra's apologizing to me in the group chat.
TBS show lasted for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. The TBS show lasted for a long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's interesting because then, I mean, basically the whole reason we're even bringing it up is because then, this was pre-Jesse. This was in the good days when we thought this was our worst news yet to come. This was in the good old days of what would happen then to, one Chicago Wednesdays. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of, they can't move it earlier. I don't see them splitting it up, but I also don't necessarily see them canceling a show either.
No.
Because when Fire, PD, and Med are your top 3 shows ratings wise, I don't think you go cancel them. Like, I just don't. Especially given the fact that like New Amsterdam's coming to an end this year and like you just lost This Is Us. Like, I just don't see them canceling them. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense because Dick Wolf owns 2 nights of programming that you've expanded to 3 shows to fill a 3-hour block. Doesn't make sense.
Right. To rule and make ratings gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just something to keep an eye on. Just something to keep an eye on.
Just crazy stuff today. There was another report today that apparently Comcast is cutting like $1 billion in budget or something, and they own NBC.
They're working on their budget. It's not set again, not set in. These are all reports. They're not set in stone.
So fiance and I, we were in Nashville a couple weeks ago for soccer, and I'm going somewhere with this, I promise. We lost terribly is basically what happened. And we were joking around during the game. We were like, we should just go into the press junket and like talk to our coach and just raise our hand and just go, the fuck? Like, that's all we needed to say. And I feel like that's what I want to do at this point. I'm like, at NBC, the fuck? What's happening? What are you doing? What's going on? You okay? Need anything? Things are going crazy. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just breathe.
No. It's been a hard
That's all
week.
you can do right now.
Okay. What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I just was reading the chat. Allison G brought up an interesting point, just going off the like, if they were to cancel whatever. She said, "Can we talk about the role syndication plays because PD makes the most money in syndication? So doesn't it mean they'll likely want to keep it for that also? Probably.
Yeah. I mean, if we learned anything about the TV industry, I guess we forgot a lot. It's all about the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks, but is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's an interesting point. They will probably keep it. I can't imagine them breaking up One Chicago Wednesday though.
No, I don't know what they would do, but I don't. Yeah, and I don't see it moving to streaming either. I know there was a lot of talk on the internet about like streaming and whatever, because obviously NBC wants to broke up Peacock and whatever, which is great. But I don't see them moving the Chicago shows to Peacock. To keep them together. I just don't see that happening either.
What do you think this season of Dancing with the Stars is going to look like?
Well, it's not going to have commercials, so there is going to already be different.
Yeah, the point here, if you're not a Dancing with the Stars fan like we are, it's moving to Disney Plus for the new season. I
think it's going to be great. I think it's going to have a lot more dancing. Obviously, they're bringing back the troupe, which is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot more dancing. I think the cat stuff is interesting because like there's pros not coming back there. I think that stuff's interesting. But no, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good.
I guess there is a big difference there though, because Dancing with the Stars, you watch live, and when Chicago, I mean, you watch it live, but it's not live because like, you watch it live with the other fans. So I think moving it to streaming would look a little different.
Yeah. I don't see them moving into streaming personally, but
yeah. Side note, but like I've seen articles that people are like, Sharna's leaving the show. She didn't leave the show. She had a baby.
Yeah. Lindsay left the show.
Good for her. Okay,
yeah.
Good.
And Jenna, I mean, they technically left the show. They're not on the show anymore. Well, they're not on the show this season, but yeah.
But Jenna's pregnant. Jenna's growing a human. I'm sorry. Did you want her to dance while that's happening?
Right. Jenna and Sharna, I didn't think were coming back. Lindsay was a little shocking, but not surprised either.
Also, Sasha's in the troupe this year.
I know.
I wonder if Britt's a pro.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say that. I've heard the rumors, but yeah, I've seen seen the rumor list. So yes.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Absolutely. Britt is a pro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's been a pro, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So September 16th?
19.
Okay. We'll see. Yeah, the last bit of news we have, I think it's the last bit. We might have other stuff. I don't know.
Well, we've already talked about the promo photos, kind of.
Yeah. Fire has a call. I think Gallows like saving somebody from falling off the roof.
Yeah, I mean, the Fire ones are never that interesting, unfortunately.
Yeah. Nothing too earth shattering. I do love the one of Kevin just like giving Voight like the stare.
Yeah. I mean, the med ones I think are the most. What is happening to Hannah? Like, why is she in a hospital gown? Like, what happened to her?
She has like when she's in the hospital, but she has like smoke on her face. So like William left her.
I don't think that, because why would she be in her scrubs? She's in her scrubs looking like she's in pain, and Will and Ethan carry her. I thought that came first, and then
she's got smoke on her face in the one where she's sitting there and Ethan's talking to her. So maybe that just comes as like a secondary sort of injury later on.
I'd have to go back and look at it.
Either way, I want to talk to Nick and be like, please defend your character. Why did he leave her? Like, please defend. Oh, that is something Will would do.
Oh man,
William. Okay, that's the news. We got through the news. We didn't cry.
Yeah,
we did it.
We did it. High five.
Yes, we did it. All right. We have patron shout outs. Yay. We have 2 new patron shout outs, 2 new friends who have joined the group. Sarah Katz is the first patron who has joined. Welcome, Sarah. We're so glad you're here. You caught us in a really bad week, but I promise.
I know. I added her to the Facebook group the other day, and I was like, this is not the time to add someone new. This is not the way I want them, but yeah.
It's like that gif from Community when like the guy shows up with a box of pizza and the apartment's like on fire. Like, yeah. She gets to the group and she's like, whoa.
Yeah. We also have Arlene Pearls, how I would guess that's said. Arlene, welcome. We are so glad you're here.
Yeah, I checked today and the Facebook group has 98 members. 98. Yeah, we are this close to our 100th patron.
Yeah.
What?
It's crazy.
It's amazing. You guys. If you would like to support the pod for as little as $2 a month, you can do so at the link in our socials. It's like 5 or 6 down. I don't know, Patreon. It's in there. And you can choose which tier is best for you, $2, $4, or $6. We've got a lot of perks. I think the best one is the Facebook group. I think a lot of the chat would concur on that one.
I see a lot of our patron group in the chat, which is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Heather has an interesting point about Hannah. She said, if Hannah's injured, she might not be able to take pain meds. That's true.
Interesting. Yeah.
The other perk of the Facebook group, Jamie just said, with a 24-hour live chat on Facebook, true story, there is a group chat, a 24-hour group chat.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. Definitely check the link in our socials and see which tier is right for you and let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah.
It's a big giant family. It's pretty good. So
Yeah.
Without further ado, I think it's time to move into the episode, shall we?
Let's do it.
Oh boy. Okay. Every year I go back to the previous year's wish list episode and I see like what matched up and what didn't.
Oh God, I don't even know if I want to know.
I didn't have the chance to do that this week
I was gonna say, I thought you said you were gonna say I did, and like I was gonna say I don't know if I want to know.
I couldn't do it. I honestly could not do it. Like when a character leaves, I have to put it aside for like an extended period of time before I can go back to it. So anything PD this week, I was like, nope, don't want it, leave me alone, like go away. So I couldn't touch it because anything that said Halstead, I'd be like, so
yeah.
So
it's been hard working on this like thing that's coming to you guys in a couple weeks, and that was not easy today.
I do want to say this though before we get into the wish list. I want to give a shout out to the fandom as a whole, because everything I've seen this week with regards to the feelings of like the news that's broken and everything, this fandom has been an entirely safe space from everything I've seen. I know there are some bad apples in the bunch, but everything I've seen on Twitter, everybody is just saying, it's okay. Feel your feelings. Be sad. It's fine. We're all here. We're all in the same boat. Do what you need to do. It's okay. I haven't seen anybody say, get over it. Too bad. We've all banded together the way you hope a fandom would. So shout out to the fandom, because that's been really nice to see this week.
Yeah.
So, okay. Wish list. Lexi says your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid no matter what they are. If you need to stop PD, that's fine. It's fine.
Yep.
Listen to Med and Fire and then just be like, bye. Cool. Anyway, okay. 6th annual wish list episode. 6th. Isn't that crazy?
I can't believe we've done 6. This is our 6th one of these.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, a lot of mine were like, Upstead does this. Like, this happens. And if I
the number one thing on my PD one about the like mentorship, I had to like scratch that off.
Yeah. So if I crossed all mine out, I'm pretty sure my wish list would be like 5 items long. So we'll flip-flop on these just like we always do. Does that sound good?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Are we starting with like a certain show, or are you going, because I have mine like separated by show.
Do you want to separate them by show? Because I definitely don't have them separated by show.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Start us off then.
Okay. So Med, which I think we're gonna get, but like I need some sort of conclusion to this trial storyline. I mean, like I need it to, as much as I like want to see the trial and I want to see, I'm also like, okay, I'm kind of over it now at this point. Like if you had given me the trial and the finale, I've been like, that's awesome. Like, yeah, that's a great way to end the season. But like now, if we get more, I do want a conclusion because I think it's important to have some sort of conclusion. But if they give us too much of a conclusion, I'll be like, no, this is like drawn out too long.
Some sort of closure would be nice.
Yeah, some sort of closure. I don't know if we'll get it, but some sort of closure.
And the return of Weatherman Will.
We are getting, presumably, if that picture Marina posted, remember there's the picture of Will in a suit, Weatherman Will.
Yep.
We need that merch.
Anytime Will
we need that merch, by the way. We need that merch.
We do. Oh, I'm gonna
Allie, if you're listening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. If you didn't see it before on the Twitter, Allie, one of our patrons, designed us this amazing 5th anniversary design. So check it out on TeePublic. There's a lot of good stuff. Yeah. That's exciting. Yeah. Weatherman Will. Yeah. Love that. That's what I call it anytime he's suited up. I'm just like, oh, he's a weatherman today. How nice.
Yeah.
Great. So, first one on my list, I want a Violet bottle episode.
That's on my list too.
I want it. You know
how it needs to happen.
You get your characters and you strand them somewhere in some sort of disaster and they don't have their phone, or, oh, magically they found a dead spot in Chicago and then they have to like salt their way out of it. I want one for Violet.
And it needs to be some sort of like chemistry related something where she can use her like smarts.
She would kill it.
Oh yeah. And Hanukkah would kill it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I would not worry about her at all. I'd just be sitting back the whole time like, did she solve her way out yet? She's going to. Just give her time. She's gonna she'll figure it out. So
Yeah.
Allie said, I'm definitely down taking a stab at drawing Weatherman Will.
Yes,
Yes!
Allie, yes.
Allie, we love you. Thank you. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Heather F said a Violet Bottle episode where she does some sort of chemistry. Yes, that's what we, yeah.
Or like, what if she drops in on like Donna Bowden's class or something, and there's some chemistry accident that goes wrong or something, and like she saves the day.
Ooh, that would be fun. Oh my God, a Violet and Donna Bottle episode.
Yes. Boom.
Yeah, right there with all her kids. Oh my God, yeah, that would be awesome.
I mean, I would watch Violet do like anything because she's just so badass. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Even the most like mundane of tasks, I'd probably watch Violet do it because it would be amazing and hilarious, and she'd find a way to make it interesting.
Somebody in Brooke in the chat said Violet getting a chemistry degree and gets trapped in a chem lab is my number one.
I love that. I love that. And then like Hawkins is there, and the whole time he's like, "Babe, are you sure about that? That's like really explosive." She's like, "Evan, can it?
I got it.
I got it." Yeah, I love that. And then Gallows outside, like, guys, we gotta go in. We gotta go in.
Yeah.
Would watch that. Oh goodness. Okay. Next up on your list, Brenna.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna kind of jump around because I don't want to go just back to med again. Although I do have more on my med. So if we're talking about Violet and whatever, I mean, well, also first, just Hakami. I just need more Hakami in my life. And I think we're gonna obviously get it because Jimmy has been filming, but like need more Hakami in my life. But so that one we don't need to spend too much time on. But I do think if we're talking about the triangle, whatever, I would ideally like them to give Gallows something that's not just pining over Violet. And like, ideally, I would love it to be more mentorship stuff with either Stella or Severide. Because like, we obviously had it a little bit with Casey, and then Jesse left and whatever. And then we kind of abandoned all that. And like, he has made the choice to stay on truck right now and like learn from Stella. He's not ready yet to give that up. So like, lean into it. And then when he is ready to give it up, lean into learning from Severide.
Mm-hmm.
I need something for Gallo that's not him pining after Violet.
On a related note, I have developing the Gallo and Stella mentorship on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were developing a really fun dynamic last season. I kind of wanted to see that through.
Yeah.
That was good.
So definitely need that.
Mm-hmm. Now we're getting into the PD ones. Again, if I cry, I cry. I wanted at least a moment where Jay and Haley say like my husband or my wife. I just wanted to hear them refer to each other as that. And now we may never get it. I'm gonna go cry now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate it.
The next thing on my list, which is also PD, I'm going to skip, like I said, skipping around. I want more Tor. I mean, I want to learn about Tor's background. I don't want to say more, but like, I hope they really spend some time this year fleshing out Torres and like giving us a good backstory for him. And like, I think it's going to be hard if they keep going the character specific episode route, because we're going to get like a Torres episode and then it'll be like 5 episodes later and then we'll get another Torres. And it's just, I don't know how this is going to work because they've not brought in a character really for the most part in Walt since they've been doing that structure. So like, I don't know how it's going to work, but I hope we get some good, solid stuff about Torres's background.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm going to need some, I mean, we already kind of root for him a little bit given the one episode that we got to see him in, but like, so you already kind of are rooting for him a little bit, but like, I'm going to need something to grasp onto and really root for if he's going to become like now, like the 5th person on the show. Like, I need something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'm looking at mine and it's a lot of PD and a little bit of fire. I want Michaela to call Adam dad.
Oh, that would be cute.
We would die.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that. And like, I don't know how Kim would react. That would be really interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to go back up to med. I have more of, okay. I know Archer's like a hot topic and like, what, do people love him? Do people hate him? I don't know. But like, you've been teasing this for so freaking long. Bring in his son. Give me that storyline. Just give it to me already so I can make up my decision how I really feel about him. Like, give me that Archer Pass storyline. And if I hate it, I hate it. If I like it, I like it. I can make up my own decisions about how I feel after Archer about that. But until that happens, we're just kind of in limbo. And I really thought by now we were going to have some casting news about Archer's son.
Yeah.
And we don't have anything. Like, I thought that was going to be the med casting news we were getting. And we instead got 2 other randoms. So, like,
unless it's a plot twist.
Just give it to me at this point.
Unless they plot twist us and like Renaissance Man or whatever is actually Archer's son. And maybe he took his mom's last name or something.
Ooh, plot twist. Interesting. But now I need to go look up this guy and be like, Oh,
Helene just gave us a great crack theory in the chat. Okay. The new firefighter on fire is Archer's son. I like it.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. When we get Jake Lockett on the podcast, because he doesn't know it yet, but we're best friends. We'll be sure to be like, hey, is he Archer's dad? Do you know who Archer is? Yeah.
The new guy on Med is Israeli. Well, Israeli-born Canadian actor. Interesting.
Cool.
Interesting.
Very cool.
But yeah, I need that at this point.
Yeah.
I need that storyline.
I don't want this. I need this. I need Severide and Violet to solve an arson together.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you've listened to this podcast for any length of time, you know that that's like top of the list.
That would be the most badass subplot. Like, yeah. Oh, Heather said that Sasha was in 911.
Shit, he was? Dang.
Okay.
Well, dang, I did not know that. Okay.
I don't think I ever started the last season of 911 because I heard it was so bad.
Oh man. Okay, that was a good storyline, and I think the last like 5 episodes are good.
Okay.
So you gotta catch up.
Okay. Cool. Yes, Violet and Severide Fire Cop. I need it. Because then it would be like, who solves the arson first, right? Who breaks it first? And Violet would totally do it. She would just be like, oh, it started this way. And Severide's like, what?
Yeah. Need it. That's like a need, not a want, a need.
Yes. And like the comedy of those two working together.
Oh man. Mwah. Chef's kiss.
Need it.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Fire. Okay. I need an actual storyline for Ritter. Like, I need him to stop being just like the, third wheel to Violet and Gallo and whatever. And like, whether it's a love interest or something else, I just feel like we barely get to see any Ritter, and I want more.
Yes.
We need more Ritter.
More Ritter outside of the triangle.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't want to say it. I wanted more Jake and Kate.
Yeah.
I hate this so much. I wanted more Jake and Kate. Now we're not going to get it. Ugh. Anyway.
Yeah. If we're going to PD, okay, let's talk about Berserk. I need them to make a decision. Like, are they getting back together? Or are they not getting back together? I know. But like, I know for our sake of like our sanity, we're kind of okay with them living in the bubble for, whatever. But like, if we're being realistic here, I need them to figure out what they're actually doing.
No, don't figure it out. Ask questions forever. Be conflicted forever.
No, they gotta figure their shit out.
One of the clips in the anniversary video you posted earlier was us being like, raise your hand if you've ever been victimized by One Chicago. And then we both like did the double hands.
I pulled that clip. I've had that clip sitting on my computer for so long. And before I even knew, that Jesse thing, I had already pulled that clip for that video. And then I was like, oh no, this is perfect in a sad way.
Yeah, we've been heavily victimized by One Chicago this week. Yeah. So I take back every mean thing I ever said about Berserk. No, 917, you guys want to fight? That's fine. Just do the thing as long as you stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
No, I think they need to figure out their shit.
No, I'm good.
And I'm okay either way. If you're not getting back together and you're just going to be the whole big round thing, and like you're going to be a family, cool. If you're going to be romantically and, get married and all the things, cool. But just like figure it out. Not only for our sake as viewers, but for Michaela's sake, for y'all's sake, for everyone else's sake. Just figure it out. God damn it.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
But like, don't leave us. We have problems. We have abandonment issues. Please don't leave us.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Let's see. I had more Trudy Platt. Haley's dad and or brothers. I think it's time to meet them.
I could be down for that. I'm down for anything personal. Let's be real.
Yep. I think it is time to meet the Upton family.
Yeah, that would be nice. I don't think we're going to ever see her brothers, but I think the dad stuff, because they've leaned into that a couple times, I could see them going there.
We saw him from afar.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah. I can see them going there, but not, I don't know about the brothers. I don't think they'd go there, but I think the dad, they could go to.
Oh, I want to meet her brothers. I'd be down. We're out of siblings. Okay. So like, why don't you just bring in another one? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what Haley's brother would do though.
Anyone else got like a secret sibling that we don't know about?
Platt has a cousin that we met at Mouch's bachelorette or bachelor.
Kevin still has Vanessa and Jordan. They just don't live in Chicago anymore.
No,
and they can stay away, so they stay safe.
Yeah. I'm thinking. Hold on.
Well, Dylan has
Zora.
Yeah.
Telling you, just bring her into intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Helene thinks we have
said, I'm sure we can find some more unknown half siblings of Severides.
You want to meet Hawkins' family? Ooh, we need Jimmy's take on this one.
We need to meet Hawkins' dad, because that's the only one person who's been like teased, right? About obviously because the higher up, he was a CFT person.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
A surprise Upton brother who's a firefighter or a doctor.
Yeah,
Kim does have a sister. We haven't seen Nicole in a while.
Yeah, Severide does have a sister. We haven't seen her since Benny's funeral.
Ruzik does have a sibling. He has a sister and a nephew.
Yeah. Doesn't Kelly have brothers? Yes, he does have brothers too.
Kelly?
Yeah, he's younger brothers.
Like half brothers?
Remember when Ben? What?
Like half brothers?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Where were we?
You just were talking about your.
Yeah, it's time to meet them. It's time to meet the Upton family.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back up to Med. I've got okay. I don't think Dr. Blake is still around anymore. I think the way they wrote that ending was for why can I not think of her name right now?
Sarah Rafferty.
Yeah, for Sarah to leave. I think that was her way of leaving. So I don't think she's gonna be around anymore. But if she is, I don't need her. She can kindly exit the door. And I need more Crockett in the ED with everyone. Like, I like seeing him spread his wings a little bit and like find his own place within the hospital and work on the transplant stuff. I liked it, but they leaned so far into that I was just like, I want Crockett with everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Dr. Blake can kindly leave, and Crockett can occasionally do some transplant surgeries, but otherwise he can be in the ED, please.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. I'm going to skip that one because otherwise I'm going to make myself cry. I want Mac to call Torres Uncle Ocean. I think that would be hilarious.
Oh my God. That's a good one. That's funny.
Yeah. I like his call sign. Like, that's so unique. Ocean. Like, yeah, I think it would be hilarious if she like, maybe she like doesn't know how to say Dante. So she's just like Uncle Ocean.
That's funny.
That'd be cute.
That's funny. Let's see what else. Oh, another fire one. I have, I want more Kylie learning about firefighting and less of her like behind the desk. Cause like the whole point of her working at the firehouse was her to learn, you know, about how the firehouse works, more about firefighting, whatever. And I get it. She's still not, she's still too young to join the academy. I got it. But she won't be in a couple years. She's got like what, a year or two left maybe before she can join the academy. And if that's really what she's still going, I need to see her more like observing. Cause like they added her in, which is great. Obviously love Caitlin. Like she's the best, but like they dropped the girls on fire stuff. So like, I'd like to see more of that, more of Kylie actually learning about firefighting and less of her behind the desk being Bowden's assistant.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. That's really good. That's good. More Kylie all day, every day, please.
Yeah, Brooke said just more Kylie altogether. Seriously, when do we get her Academy arc? I don't know. I think they've said I think she's still a little too young. So like I think the idea is that Kylie right now is like 19 maybe. And I think you have to be 21 to join the Academy.
Maybe next season.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, I haven't seen a ton of Caitlyn filming either. So like
she's in Chicago.
I think she lives in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
She lives in Chicago. I think she has been there once or twice, so like I think she's around, but like just not as much as I would like her to be. But because she usually posts on Instagram when she's on set.
She started doing aerial arts, which is what I do, and so I was like, "Oh my god, we have something in common." Beside the point, but yeah. So she's in Chicago still, but yeah, she lives there. So
yeah, she lives there. She's always lived there.
Yeah. So, can a girl get a crossover? Please.
It's on my list too.
Oh, there's some good talk in the group chat right now. A Kylie bottle episode. Oh, I would pay good money for that.
Yeah. I would be,
good. Like imagine she took the exam to get into the Academy and maybe she like missed it the first time and then she goes through that and then they'd be like, oh, you're ready.
Or maybe she's supposed to go take the exam and something happens to her on the way there so she doesn't make it. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Love. Would watch.
Yeah.
Would watch. But yes, on my list, can a girl please get a crossover?
I have one big crossover, or at least even more small crossovers.
Okay.
Like just more, I mean, like if they're not gonna, because isn't Law and Order doing a crossover at the start their seasons?
Yeah, it's a big
so if Law and Order
crossover.
Can do one, if Law and Order can do one, then we can theoretically do one. But even if we can't, whatever. But just give me more of the small crossovers.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I take it too.
But ideally, one big crossover.
Yep.
Please. A la Infection, not a la like the first season's crossovers. Like, give me the big one.
Where it's like 3 distinct ones. Yeah.
No, I don't want the 3 distinct ones.
No, I know. There's been a lot of chat in the group chat this week because we've been spiraling and then trying to keep each other from spiraling and all that stuff. I was listening to this podcast the other day. It's called Swindled. You guys might have heard of it, but they were talking about like the big explosion that happened in Lebanon like 3 years ago and stuff. And you know, you're a shyhard when you hear these things happen and you think, why haven't they done that on Chicago yet? So
we just need to start emailing Derek, be like, here's a link to this. This happened.
Yes,
I'm not giving you that. That is not us giving you a storyline idea, right? Because like we can't, they obviously can't take suggestions like that. They can't read fan fiction, whatever. We're just saying this happened in the news. So like if you find some sort of inspiration from it, great. Here you go.
We are just sharing news with you. That is all we are doing.
Right. We're not saying this should be a storyline for Severide or whatever. We're not saying that at all. We're just saying here's the news. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong.
Ooh, someone said a Ritter bottle episode in the chat.
Yes, please.
They wanted to give me a Ritter bottle episode this season to fulfill my part too. Like I'm here for that too.
Why don't we just take like a handful of episodes this season and make them all bottle episodes? I'd be cool with that.
Who on Fire, like, because Fire's the only one that really does them. Who on Fire hasn't gotten one?
Mouch.
Yeah.
Gallo.
Well, Gallo, Ritter, Violet.
Hang on. Captain
Stella.
Tony.
I mean, Stella had like the girls, like Stella and Brett had like the girls one, if you want to count that, but they haven't had one like themselves.
Cap and Tony haven't. We need a Brett bottle episode. I think we kind of got that one though.
That's what I'm saying. I think we kind of got when the bus crashed. I think we kind of got that one.
But like, we could take the women and give them their own separate ones. I'd be cool with that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but yeah, we haven't Cap and Tony bottle episode would be amazing.
Oh, it would be so good.
I would pay good money for a Cap and Tony bottle episode. Not gonna lie.
What would that even look like? People would go in expecting it to be a comedy, and then all of a sudden we totally forget that Tony's actually like real CFD.
Yeah. Because we don't get that much, although we did get the one like Cap storyline episode, remember, that ended up actually ending season 8. It wasn't supposed to, when he like gets injured and hurts his eyes and he like doesn't want to come back to work. That was great. I really enjoyed that. So like, yeah, a Cap and Tony bottle episode. We're starting that petition. Give it to us.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So, okay, what order do we want these? Violet, Ritter, Cap, and Tony? I think in that maybe order.
Yeah. I mean,
we can't have them all this year. They're not going to give them all this year, so we got to prioritize here.
I would hate to put Gallo at like the bottom of the heap, but yeah, I mean,
Violet, Gallo. The thing about Gallo is like, I think a Gallo one would be really interesting, but I think it would almost have to be more emotional, like a more emotional type battle episode and like a personal thing, because like we know Gallo can be all Spider-Man-y and like climb up in a bunch of things and like get himself out of things like that. We already know that about Gallo. So like I think a bottle episode for him almost needs to be the opposite and be more like emotional, introspective, you know, focus on that kind of a situation. Like if they could somehow tie a bottle episode into like his trauma with his family and that accident and like, you know, what inspired him to be a firefighter, like in some sort of that way. Like a Gallo Begins episode, because even though we already kind of know the story of how Gallo, but like a Gallo Begins episode a la 911 would be chef's kiss.
Yeah, and we've talked about this a couple of times, how like the Begins episodes on One Chicago would be amazing.
Oh my god,
yeah,
the Herman one.
Oh, that would be so good. Yeah, the Herman one. I loved the headcanon that I think it was Helene had it about Violet, that she was there in season 1 when the hospital blew up, and like I love it. I love it. I think Begins episodes would be so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. Amy P said their bottle episode would be their side of the broken couch episodes. Cap and Tony. They break the other side of the couch.
That would be hysterical.
That would be so funny. Yeah. Like it.
Okay, so we were talking about crossovers. That's how we got there. I'm trying to think what else I want to have. Okay. I have also on my PD, I'm gonna go down to PD. I also have on my PD list. I mean, we say it every year, get Atwater love interest. And I don't, you know, they kind of went there last year. So I do want to give them some credit-ish for kind of going there. But like, I just want Atwater to have a good, like, personal storyline that's not solely focused on race.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I know in one episode, I think this hiatus, we had a whole headcanon about like Atwater's dad and, you know, coming back and getting out. We had a whole, and that's not gonna happen, but like something like that isn't about him being a black cop in the city of Chicago. If you're not gonna give me the love interest, give me something else personal that's not just like about him being a black cop in Chicago.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so last up on my list, I need somebody from FBI to come play.
Oh.
Yep. I need somebody from FBI to come play on One Chicago. And by somebody, I pretty much mean OA.
Well, yeah. OA, see, here's the thing. I want to say it almost, because Derek is obviously writing on FBI International, it's like, oh, that should be the easier one. But because they film internationally, it's not that easy to have someone from FBI International come play, even though Derek writes both shows, so he could easily make that happen.
But like, there's also no reason, right?
I mean, we could find a reason.
What on earth is going to take Scott Forrester out of Budapest and into Chicago?
Hey, it could somehow tie into his mom's story. They could tie in the mom storyline to like make that happen. Because I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't think it could make it happen.
I mean,
but yeah, OA needs to come. OA needs to come play. He needs to reunite with Haley during all this like aftermath of whatever's gonna happen with Jay leaving. OA needs to come and like be her partner for a little bit.
Oh my God, yes, please. But they won't do it because Missy Peregrine doesn't come back until like midway through the FBI season because she had a baby last year.
And she's not coming back
she's coming back mid-season. Late? Yeah, she's coming back mid-season.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's agreeing that OA and Haley need to reunite. I mean, yeah.
I like Manny's headcanon. Forrester's family gets hurt in Chicago and has to work with intelligence. We technically don't know where Forrester's from in the US, do we?
That's what I'm saying. They tie in the mom storyline somehow. They make that happen. Like, I'm just saying it could happen.
It could happen. I'm excited for International to come back.
Yeah.
So good.
But yeah, OA definitely. OA needs to come play in Chicago. Let's be real. It's OA. OA is the obvious answer. OA needs to come play in Chicago.
It's got to be him. I don't care about anybody else. Like, I don't want Scola to come
and
play.
It has to be and it has to be at this point because they've already set up the Haley OA friendship. Like, it has to be OA on PD. Like, it just has to be. It has to be.
It has to be.
Jess said, this is reminding me that I need to watch FBI. I can't attest a ton to the regular one because I don't watch that as frequently. Although I have seen bits and pieces. I mean, Josh Segarra, hello. When Haley was on. I mean, yeah. But like, International is good.
International is so good. The thing with the regular FBI, it's just like SVU. You got to have the brain power to sit and pay attention. It's just like that. So, but international at least
actually films internationally. So like, you're like, oh yeah, that's in random place in Europe. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Or you're just like, wow, that place is really pretty. Yeah. There was some movie that Luke Kleintank was in that popped up on Amazon the other day. And I was just like, is that Forrester? What is he doing there? Might need to check that out. But yeah, International is fantastic. FBI gets a little dry and we just don't talk about Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Though there is a One Chicago alum on that show now. Edwin Hodge.
Edwin Hodge. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
New house. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Mika said International is good, but it's such a joke when you're actually European.
I mean, I can understand that. I can only imagine.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, same.
Amy said, you haven't watched.
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, Gina!
I know, but I still gotta go back and watch Ms. Marvel.
Oh my God,
I know.
They're both of my two of my favorite projects. She-Hulk's really good.
I contemplated it this week because like my go-to comfort show is usually PD, and then I was like, oh, I can't do that anymore. And so I was like, I need something. And I was like, maybe it's time to catch up on Marvel, and I couldn't do it.
She-Hulk's really good. I'm all caught up. Josh Segarra killed it this week. He's so cute. I love him. I'm gonna fangirl over Josh Segarra forever and ever.
I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, go ahead with.
Oh my God, yes, Jamie. The end credit scene this week, because She-Hulk has end credit scenes every week, and they're usually just kind of like funny, whatever. The end credit scene this week is chef's kiss, hysterical.
Do I have to watch Ms. Marvel before She-Hulk?
No.
Okay.
You've watched Shang-Chi, right?
Mm-hmm.
She-Hulk is kind of taking place at the same time Shang-Chi is. So.
Oh, I know Wong is in it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I won't say anymore, but yeah.
Okay.
No, you do not have to. So far, you haven't had to watch Ms. Marvel in order to watch this.
Got it.
But Ms. Marvel is also really good, so you should watch it.
Allie, let me fix your statement real fast. Josh is absolutely adorable anytime.
I just love him. I like literally every time he wasn't in the first. I will say this: he wasn't in the first episode, and I was like, "This is a travesty." I was like, "We did not have any Josh Segarra." Like, no. And then he finally appeared last week, and he was barely in last week's episode either. And I was like, "This is also a travesty." But he's in it a lot this week, and I was like, "Thank God."
That's good. That's good.
I love him. I just love him.
I can't wait to watch Christmas on the Square like 10 times this Christmas season.
Somebody posted, apparently it's coming out on DVD on November 1st, which means I'm definitely snatching that up just so I can have it forever.
I'm snatching it up with like my Dolly like baking cake mix or whatever she has, and like anything Dolly.
Oh yeah,
I gotta find it.
Yeah,
Queen.
Okay, I had a few. Are you done with your wish list?
Yeah.
Did you say you? Okay, so I had a few other ones. I'm just gonna run through real quick, and then we can talk about our listeners' wish list. So. Med, I had Maggie doing actual nurse stuff. They were like gonna try to do it last year, and then they like definitely really didn't go there. So like I think they should go there this year because like Maggie's great, and I think she runs a great ED, but like I want to actually see her be a nurse.
I like it.
I need Will and Hannah to actually be friends before jumping into bed together. Like they've decided to restart over, right? That's where they kind of ended off at the end of last season. They're like, okay, we're starting over. Okay, great. Actually start over and like, let's be friends for a while. You can hook up in the season finale, but like mid-season's too early.
Okay, but how funny is it that they're like, let's start over. I'm Will, I'm Hannah. Okay, so the building's burning. I'm about to leave you. You're good, right? Like, that's their start over.
Yeah. So, but I need more Will and Hannah actually being friends before they jump into bed together. Yeah. I don't know how well this one may or may not hold up, but like, I want more of Dylan and his background and his family stuff. But like, we got to end the Melina Joe thing. And I think it is going to end in this episode in the premiere. That's my gut, but I need that to stop.
Yeah.
Allison but I don't know if the Dylan one's going to hold up that well.
I know that'll be interesting. Allison G said more Maggie and Will. Yes, please.
Yeah, always. Also, just give me a good healthy ship on Med. Like we need a new ship on Med. It is time.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I know we're all a little hesitant to jump into any ship right now, but like I need a good solid ship on Med.
I have trust issues.
Thought it was gonna be Natalie and Crockett. That broke my heart. Thought honestly Vanessa and Shintu maybe could have had a chance. That didn't go anywhere. Like, I need something to get me excited about shipping on Med right now.
Daisha, Dolly Parton should run intelligence along with Trudy. I love it.
Gina's dream.
Gina's dream.
Okay,
y'all, here's what we got. Like,
wait, Gina. Okay. What is Dolly's call sign? Is it 5021 Jolene? Right? It has to be, right?
Yes, it has to be. There's no other option.
It has to be 5021 Jolene, right?
It has to. 5021 Jolene. Like
Jolene.
Oh my goodness. There's no other option. Like, I think that's what I want my call sign to be if I ever join CPT. Oh my God.
Okay, a couple comments in the Antoinette said, I want to see them do an update on Borelli or Mills or bring them up on something in Fire. I mean, we're waiting for Mills to pop back up. Waiting. Borelli, I think, never coming back, but Mills and waiting.
But the more cast changes, the less likely it's going to be.
Yeah, because like, what are they going to do? Bring in Mills to come hang out with Gallo, Violet, and Ritter? Like, it just isn't going to happen.
Yeah, he's going to be like, so, hi.
Who are you?
Yeah, he's only going to know Severide and Bowden and like the squad guys and Herman.
Yeah, he doesn't even know. And Sylvie, obviously.
Sylvie, he knows Sylvie. That's right.
Hello, Sharky. Hello.
It's been a hard week, Bryna.
Yeah.
And Severide forgot Sharky when the damn Ambo went off the bridge.
Never forget.
Justice for Sharky. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep running through. Yeah, so that was it for Med. Fire. I think we're getting from some behind the scenes photos, but like more paramedicine. I really like that. They kind of dropped that obviously when Brett left the show for a hot second. More of that, please. My PD one, the last two things I had was more Platt. Obviously can never have enough Platt. And can the PD kids go back to Molly's?
Right.
Please.
Right.
Please. I need them to like take Torres to Molly's and be like, this is where we hang out. Like, you know, this is Molly's. Like,
yeah,
I need it.
I'm still laughing at 5021 Jolene. So good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. Oh my goodness. 5021 Hollywood, Daisha. Yeah, but 5021 Jolene is perfect. Like
Jolene.
Yeah, there's I can't think of anything like better than that. That's perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, Danielle says Stellaride as parents. Ooh, hot take. I say not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Too early.
Yeah.
First of all, they're not a lot. Well, we don't know if they survive yet, which I mean they do, obviously, but like get them through that. Get them through the cabin incident. Like, let them be a happy married couple for a little bit, and then we can talk.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I do like how in the promo photos, like Med and Fire both gave away the cliffhangers. They're like, oh yeah, here's Stellaride. They're fine.
It's like, oh yeah, Dylan and Will, fine.
They're fine. They're fine.
It's
Hannah,
fine.
not so much, but
Yeah.
Will left her in the fire. Not okay.
Yeah, he did.
So that's our wish list. But you guys sent all of yours, and we're so happy that you guys did, because we got some good ones in here. We got some really good ones. Okay, so just scroll on down here. Jolene. Okay, well, let's start off with Heather B. So Heather B said from Med, she wants the Melena Joe storyline to disappear. Yes.
Same. It's time.
I don't even need a conclusion other than Will and Dylan making it out of the fire. Well, then you got your wish in the promo photos.
Yeah.
Yep. For Fire, she said, I want a better conclusion to the Emma storyline. That is a be careful what you wish for.
You really think they would bring Caitlin back?
I don't think so.
I think they're done. I think they're done.
I hope they're done. Like, careful what you wish for. She could come back with a vengeance. Yeah. Poor Hawkins. Every time he's on screen this season, we're gonna be like, I really hope Emma's not like lurking in the shadows with like an axe.
Yeah.
Goodness. Gallo needs to move to squad some way, somehow. And let's see. Oh yeah, that does not involve Stellaride drama. All in due time.
Yeah, I don't think we're quite there yet, but I agree that when it does happen, we don't need to have Stella and Severide fighting about it.
Yeah, that was totally needless.
That was, not worth it.
Okay, meeting Haley's family for PD. All right.
Oh, and then more importantly, Jay meets them.
I want to talk about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot take. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, hot take. It says I'm gonna dodge tomatoes for this one, but Adam gets a new love interest. I want him and Kim to see a reality without Berzik as a side possibility.
Ordinarily, I'd hate it, but I like it.
I'm not opposed to it.
Me neither.
I mean, I think we've been saying that for a long time, and we thought maybe it was going to happen last season, and it didn't really. That like Kim needs to see, needs to have some sort of reality check.
Yeah. Yep. And Mac would be so confused.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be really interesting, right? If like Adam, Kim, and Mac are committed to doing this big family thing, being this, whole big round thing. Mm-hmm. But like Adam brings someone else into the picture, but like Mac is like okay with it. I think Mac could be okay with it. And Kim's like, this is weird. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I think that would be interesting. Because I think it's very much a thing that happens, right? That like people, when they're co-parenting and, step parents and whatever, I think that would be really interesting to see on TV. And I think it's not something we see a ton of.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, eventually I want to see Berzik get back together, but like if they wanted to hit that route for a little bit, I wouldn't complain.
Well, and especially,
I say that now, I wouldn't complain, but
especially if Burgess and Mac move into the Ruzik house, and then he does get the apartment, or he stays in the undercover apartment, then like she doesn't really have a say.
You really think that like they're gonna move into the Ruzik house and he's not gonna move in with them?
Not at first.
Interesting.
Not at first.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And if I say any more, I'm going to get myself in trouble, so I'm not doing it.
Interesting.
Yep. Let's see. Haley meets Mouse. I can't talk about anything about Jay. It just makes me so sad.
Okay. I'll keep going for you.
No, I'm good. I'm good. But there is a theory that Jay's going to re-enlist.
I don't know. I wouldn't hate that idea, depending on how it's done. I've also seen the theory that like, not necessarily him re-enlisting, but I've seen the theory that like he has to go like super undercover for some like army, related case or whatever. So like, I wouldn't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't hate
it. A Jay and Adam episode in Canaryville. That would be cool.
Would have been amazing.
Would have been amazing. Yep. We already got Benjamin joining the cast, which was my big wish at the end of last season. I'm sad he isn't joining Patrol to get that back on TV. I don't know if I'm bummed about that. I've gotten used to PD without the Patrol aspect.
I mean, I would have liked to see it, but I think at this point, the tone of the show, it wouldn't have fit with the Patrol aspect. Like I said, the thing that I'm most bummed about is that it feels like we're not going to get Torres learning from Jay, obviously, which is what I was hoping for. So I'm bummed about that.
I wonder if in Jay's absence, Adam is going to step up as a mentor to Torres because they both had the same road into intelligence.
I don't think so. I don't see Adam being a mentor. I don't think he's there yet.
Not willingly, but like, inadvertently turning into one.
Well, and then this goes back to the question of who I honestly, and maybe this is something they bond over, I'd see Haley way more as Torres' mentor. Like Torres stepping in, because the whole question has been like, who is Torres' partner? And like, although now we're back to 5 people, so like someone's still left out, but I don't know. I could see that being interesting.
Yeah. Burzek Water getting meritorious promotions for their big drug bust. That might happen.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense given all the blues that we saw in the freaking promo.
Yep.
Although that looks like a more somber setting, but still.
Well, it looked like a somber setting, but then they only showed Kim like getting whatever's going on. They had to be getting some commendation, right?
You would think one would think
they were all there except for Hank and Torres.
One would think.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
Don't know. She also said, I don't want Voight to try to pit the team or Jay against Haley in retaliation for the Anna situation. I don't think we're going to see that.
Yeah, I don't either. Well, now we're definitely not going to see it, but yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
This last one is amazing.
Platt setting Atwater up on blind dates because that's a comedy storyline I need in my life. Yes, please.
That's the most amazing thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And I can't believe we haven't thought about it sooner.
Yeah. And like Atwater totally doubts her, but then after her first couple of dates, he's like, you know your stuff. Like, sorry.
Amazing. I would, here for that.
Yeah. Definitely here for that.
Yeah.
All right. Take us through the next one.
Okay. So Francie,
I think.
Yeah. So for Fire has Ritter needs a love interest ASAP. He's currently the only queer character on One Chicago, which is a whole problem in and of itself. Yes. And the only character whose dating life is mostly left out of the show. We last saw we saw his last boyfriend like 4 times, and he's single again. So I need them to give him a love interest who we will see more often.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yes. She also has Violet needs a bottle episode or work an arson case with Severide. I know this one is probably already on your list, but she's just brilliant and I can't get enough of her. Same.
Yes.
Same. I need more Violet in my life, need more Hanako in my life. Like, I just need it.
Violet for president.
Yes.
Hakami 2024. I'd vote for it.
Yeah. Although I don't think they're old enough to be president.
You're right.
That's the terrible part. It is like Hakami 2024, but actually not really because they're not old enough.
You are right.
It'd more have to be like Hakami
2028, maybe.
Violet wouldn't be old enough. Then you have to be 35 to be president.
I know.
She's not going to be old enough.
Okay.
I wouldn't be old enough in 2028.
2032?
Yeah, something more like that.
Okay, well.
I think Violet and I are about the same age.
Okay.
So yeah. Only because I think Hanako and I are about the same age. So
Hakami 2032.
Yeah. So in like 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Francie said for PD, Haley goes undercover. It's been a while since we saw Haley work a big undercover case, even though she's probably the most experienced in that field, considering she was undercover for a year before she came to intelligence. Last season, we saw everybody work undercover in some capacity except for Haley, so I think it's her turn now for a badass undercover storyline. It would also be interesting to see how Jay would how Jay would handle it now that they're together and married. Clearly, we got a bunch of these before Monday night happened.
Yeah.
Clearly. Jamie, hold on, I'm reading the chat. Jamie said, I'm old enough to be president. I mean, if you're over 35, you can be president.
Me too, girl. Me too. I wouldn't want it, but I'm old enough.
I'm just saying, yeah, you have to be 35.
So my very first action as president would be an executive order that Jesse Lee Soffer gets his job back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so Francie also said one scene with all of them together at a bar. It doesn't even have to be Molly's because apparently they don't go there anymore, but they just need to give us a group scene at any bar. Is that too much to ask? Maybe they could buy Taurus a beer to welcome him into the unit.
I like it.
No, it needs to be at Molly's. I'm done with them going to that other bar.
Yeah.
They haven't been to Molly's in like 4 years. No. They need to go back to Molly's.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. I need them to go back to Molly's. Because we got a group bonding scene. We got a group bonding scene last season. Remember at Haley's, they threw that little party for Haley?
Yeah, and that was at a different bar.
Right, but they were all there. So we've gotten that before, but they need to go back to Molly's. They need to go back to Molly's.
Yep.
I'm just saying. And then her med ones say a love interest for Vanessa. Let's be honest, we don't have any good ships left in Chicago Med, so why not change things up by giving our girl Vanessa some love? I mean, they tried Shentu, and they didn't go there, and I would have been here for that. That was the ship we wanted. I enjoyed that. Did not see it coming, but I enjoyed it.
Same.
Yeah. And then she also has scenes with Maggie and Will as BFFs. I just love their friendship and love when they work together and are there for each other. Also, Maggie needs to call Will out on his bullshit a little more often. That's what friends do after all.
Yeah. Always down.
Yeah.
For more Maggie and Will.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pepper made a weird noise. What are you doing? This is every night when we record, by the way. Like, Pepper does something weird at some point. Go downstairs. Weirdo. Anyway. Okay, so next up we've got Michelle. Okay. Wishlist for PD season 10. Berzik and Michaela to have no more drama. Looking forward to Jay being a mentor. Bridgewater friend scenes and Halstead brother scenes. Tear.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts so much. Let's see. Michelle said, haven't really watched Med except the finale, so hope Will and Dylan make it out okay, but I guess so. Again, I wish to see more Will and Jay. And that was the end of the thought. I mean,
no. Wow.
I think who would have thought that like the last time we saw those two together would be the last time we saw those two together?
I mean, we don't know, but yeah, it's most likely.
That's just insult to injury if they're just like, we're taking him away, so here's your Halstead brother scene. Like,
yeah.
Mean. Okay, Fire season 11. Severide getting promoted to captain. That's an interesting one. Cruz taking over squad as lieutenant. Ooh.
Interesting.
That is interesting. But like Cruz over Capertoni, who's like longer tenured?
Cap and Tony are not going to be, I don't think they want to be lieutenant. Cat, can you see Cat being a lieutenant?
Yes.
Okay.
Look, Cap and Tony are like, they're the comic relief guys, right? But like, I would trust them to save me in a fire.
I didn't say that. I never said that. I just said, do you see Cap doing the paperwork and being like that kind of lieutenant? What comes with a lieutenant position? I do not.
I think he would step up.
We agree to disagree.
Is this one of those moments where we got to tweet Randy? I'll do it. Carry on.
Oh man.
Okay, take us through the next one. I'm going to tweet Randy.
Okay. Morha call me. And then in parentheses it says Hanako told me she'd bring her A game for season 11. Listen. She's always gonna bring her A game. Jimmy is gonna bring his A game. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
5th anniversary live show.
Holly said Cap as lieutenant would be pure chaos. I mean, yes.
You have a little faith. I think he would step up the same way I think that Burgess could have saved Jay's ass in 301.
Oh my god, wait, earlier we missed it. Cap and Tony 2024. That would be definitely a hot ticket and an entertaining one. Cap and Tony 20. That's the shirt we really need.
No, it really is though. I gotta work on that.
We need so much Cap and Tony merch. Oh my god.
Currently debating. Yeah, keep going.
Okay, but going back to Akami, I mean, I'm really excited for what they're gonna. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the plan is, but like the fact that Jimmy's been there filming, I feel like almost every week, it's made me very happy.
Same.
It's made me very happy.
Keep going. I'm not done.
Lexi said Dick can make this shit up to us by making Jimmy a series regular.
Right? That was definitely like one of the first thoughts that popped into my head.
Jamie said Emma is literally the only person we don't trust to save us from a fire. Also very true.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited for Akami. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to have them get back together or whatever. Have Violet realize that she was wrong in her comments about Hawkins at the end of last. I don't know what's going to happen, but Jimmy filming every week is a very encouraging sign that he's sticking around for a while. So I'll take it.
I will take it too. We'll take it too.
But ultimately, Hakami forever. That's really where we're at.
Yes, we need a sticker of that one too.
What?
We need a sticker of that too.
Hakami forever and ever. Yeah.
But maybe we can like tie it into Wakanda forever somehow, and like make a play off that. That would be funny.
Manny said, based on what Andrea and Derek said in their interview with you guys, how long is Jimmy gonna last? I mean, I think Jimmy can last for forever. I just don't. I've been thinking about this a lot, you know, in terms of like series regular. I honestly, I mean, granted, would I love for Jimmy to be a series regular and have that, you know, pay? Because then obviously that becomes with more pay and whatever. Of course I would. But like, I think I can also be okay with him being a recurring guest star, a recurring character or whatever. Because like Cap and Tony are technically recurring and they're in every episode. And like we see a lot of them. Mm-hmm. Like if he can do recurring and we see him at least in every episode or a majority of the episodes, like I can be okay with that. Same. As long as he's around. Like I don't care in what capacity, even if it's one scene for one episode, like I like Hawkins as a character. Obviously, we love Jimmy here. That is not a secret. But yeah, I want to see more of him. So like, I think he can stick around. I just don't know if there ever will bump him up to series regular, considering how many Fire has, because Fire has so many series regulars and they can only have so many.
Yeah. So
he can stay as recurring as long as he's staying on the show, then that's fine with me.
Yeah. However, whatever they need to classify him as to keep him around, cool with me.
Like I said, he's been filming way more than I thought. He's been in Chicago a lot this year.
Knock on wood, but it stays that way.
Yeah, that's the knock on wood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Time.
Yeah. Also, the last thing on Michelle's wish list was Ritter and Gallo finding love interests.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so Allison F is up now. For Chicago Med, we want Archer's past. We've touched on it. We haven't gotten to like exactly to it, so I'd be cool with that.
Yes. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. That's going to be for me every episode and be like, okay, but when are we getting Archer's son? Like, that's just going to be me every episode until it happens.
Yeah. Oh, these next two. Oh my goodness. Okay. A confirmation if Ethan still has the bird or not.
I mean, we need to know.
Yeah. Also confirmation if Cole the dog is still alive. Did he live in Will's apartment and did he make it out of the fire? I can't even think of that. Like
hysterical.
Where'd Pepper go? Come here and let me hug you. Like, I can't even think of that.
Hysterical. I mean, terrible, but also hysterical.
But also, like, if he left Hannah and the dog, like, William, Jesus. Like,
yeah.
Defend yourself, sir.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. While
we're on Med Krista brings up an interesting point too. Steven Weber was technically a special guest star on last season of Med and was practically in every episode. So yeah, it can't happen. You can be a special guest star and also, or like a recurring, and still be in most of or all of the episodes. You don't have to be a series regular in order to appear in all 22.
Yeah.
So
True.
Yeah.
So on Fire, more Sylvie and Mouch paramedicine. That would be great.
Yes.
That would be great. And a shout out to Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like they're going to find a way to make that happen somehow.
I hope so. Okay, PD. Kevin finding a new love that accepts him and his job, and please promote him to detective
Promote them all to detective.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Every single year, we're like, can you please just like make them detectives already? Like,
it's about time.
They're doing detective level work at like patrolman pay, so
yeah,
why not? Okay, more about Torres's background. Yes, please. Yes, please. An intelligence canine. Interesting.
They do have one on International.
Well, yeah, like Tank.
Yeah.
Interesting. That'd be interesting. Daisha says, do you think they'll get a new Firehouse dog?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe.
And then Jamie says Tuesday gets a plaque on the wall. Yeah. Love it.
Maybe.
And then more Trudy Platt appearances. Like, yes, please.
Always.
Trudy Platt. Like that episode last week, like blew my mind that I was just like, we've only had one episode of like a Platt centric thing. Like she's incredible.
Yeah. Devaney. I think Devaney. Med, she said, since it's my third rank show, not many musings. Pamela can't be paralyzed, won't accept it. Interesting. So, Devaney, I know you were in the chat earlier. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are still here, I would love to know, do you want Pamela to stick around for like the rest of the season, for the whole season? Do you just not want her to be paralyzed and still leave? I'm curious. Mm-hmm. Also, she says, find Archer's son, please. Yes, thank you. Thank you, people. Yeah. I feel validated. Just give us Archer's son so we can finally figure out how we actually are supposed to feel about Archer.
Yeah.
She also said, okay, so Fire, Hakami, Gallo triangle. Ugh, why can't we have nice things? Honestly, I love Vala more as friends than romantically, but nonetheless, they are cute together. I'm partial to Hakami first, though. My precious little cinnamon roll Gallo has my heart.
We all learned that lesson last season, didn't we?
Yeah.
Stellaride,
please don't hurt them. Same.
Yeah.
Same. Also, can we get a quick memorial to Tuesday just to appease the fandom? She was the best background character and will surely be missed. Also, let's not forget she's Ritter's dog too. Yeah. It's not just a Firehouse dog, it's Ritter's dog.
Yeah.
Again, a storyline for Ritter. I'm just saying. It already is written itself.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just saying. She also said for PD, again, since Berserk Water become detectives yet, it's about damn time. More Platt always needed. Again, everyone's kind of on the same page with these. She said, can we meet Haley's brothers? Can we meet her mom? I know we saw and understand the story of her abusive dad, but that's about it. What about Kim's sister Nicole or niece Zoe? She should be a teenager or college age kid by now, right? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
My god.
She should be in high school, I think.
Yeah, if not, like maybe high school, late high school, maybe early college, but that
I don't think she's in college. I think the last time we saw her, I think was when Nicole got attacked, and I want to say she was like maybe 10 or 11.
I thought she was like 10 in the first time we saw her.
I think continuity that time is what I think happened.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But it says Adam has a sister and a nephew, right? Shouldn't she know that Adam is buying Disco Bob's house? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says, I know family members aren't PD strong suit, but the white space is screaming for it. Yeah. Let's see. I guess we can only have one happy couple on each show, so if Jesse is leaving, that could pay the way for Berserk. Not necessarily the way I wanted it to happen, sacrifice one for the other. No, definitely not what we have. Yeah.
No, we want our ships to fight this season.
Yeah. I don't even want to bring this up, but like, also if Jay is
He's not. He's
Please don't have them pull the "I'm pregnant with my dead husband's baby" trope on Haley. No, please don't. I don't know. No. I'm looking at you, Grey's Anatomy. No. We don't want it. We don't want it.
No. It's not going to happen.
No.
We're manifesting.
Nope. Rewind. No. Yeah. And then she has protect Berzik and Michaela at all costs. Give out water a love interest. Yeah.
Perfect. Roxy had primarily a PD wish list. So Berzik, please get them together already. I want them living together with Michaela as a happy family with no more trauma. Let the drama be stupid small family things such as not agreeing on parenting. Funny things. It's been too many years for the Berzik fans. We're hanging on by a thread, but I would love Kim asking Adam to marry her and that he is it for her. Also having a sibling for Michaela or plans to. Ooh.
Interesting. That's like way down the line though.
Way down the line.
I don't see that. Yeah.
Yes. But no, we want our ships to fight this season. Just keep that in mind. Yeah.
Or be apart. They don't need to fight, but they just need to be apart. Well, our PD ships. We don't want Stellar to be apart. That's not happening.
No, but like have your like domestic disputes over little things, right? Like Severide maybe he doesn't do the dishes. Cool.
They want to fight over that. Up his underwear off the bathroom floor.
Yeah. I'd be cool with that. Yeah. Little things. With the recent departure news for Jesse, the CPD writers do not kill. They're not going to do it. They're not doing it. And I'm not saying it. I'm not manifesting that. No, we do not claim that energy. I would take him transitioning to another unit to lead as sergeant. I think that's the only way.
I don't think it's the only way, but it's like the best way.
Yeah. Even if we wouldn't see him, at least them referencing him and that he continues to have a happy marriage with Haley. No more trauma, please. For the characters and the fans, really.
Yeah.
And there's a good note in here. It just says, fans, please continue to support and watch PD. It's tough when our favorite actor departs, but the show's great and it continues to provide jobs and storylines. There's been some talk about people not watching, and it's going to happen. And if you don't want to watch PD anymore, that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a-okay. Just do what you got to do. And we will be here when you come back.
Yeah.
So
we will be here for you.
Yeah. We're here. Yep. Kim, can we at least acknowledge that she knows or doesn't know if Roy is alive or dead?
It's never going to happen at this point. It's just going to be like the elephant in the room. They're just never going to do it at this point.
Yep. Also would like to see a storyline digging into more of her family dynamics growing up. Maybe it'll help make sense of her holding her feelings and not letting others really see it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Kevin, for goodness sake, give him a stable girlfriend or some storyline of him speed dating or trying to find that lady in his life. Oh my goodness. Somebody needs to go write that fan fiction right now of like Kevin going speed dating. Oh my goodness.
Kevin on like a dating app.
Yes.
That's what I need.
That would be a fantastic question for LaRoyce of like, Kevin goes speed dating. How do you think it goes? He would have a blast with that.
Or like Kevin signs up for Bumble. What's his bio look like? Well, she's made that like joke before about like, remember when we were at Lottie's that one time and Royce made the joke about like 200 whatever pounds, like, I don't even remember how it goes. He tells it better than I do.
There's a Burgess joke in there too, and it was so good, and I can't remember what it was.
But that could actually, they can make that into a case, right? Like Kevin getting like catfished on a dating app or something, and like somebody ends up dead or whatever, and like you can make it into a case very easily.
I just see Heather, Kevin undercover on Love Island.
Oh my God! Somebody else said Bruce trying to give him advice for the dating apps.
Yes, please, all of it.
Kevin going undercover at a speed dating event.
I would take that too.
That's what I'm saying. We could make Kevin's love interest work for the case. I'm just saying it could happen.
Yeah. But like not part of the case. Like she doesn't commit felony murder this time.
Oh my God. And Jay said Kevin doing a dating app or speed dating could open the path for Trudy matchmaking for him. There we go. We tied it all back around.
We spun off like 3 different spinoffs last week. Now we're pitching episodes. Just hire us. Just do it.
I mean, we're here.
We can zoom into the writer's room.
Yeah, Zoom's the thing now. We can make this happen.
Yeah. Yep. Iris.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Kevin's speed dating. Oh, I would love that so much. I lost my place. Okay. Also
you were talking about it would.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, go ahead.
Update on his siblings. Also an update on his building. You know what I would like to see is maybe like Will going to Kevin for advice of like, hey, so my apartment building burned down. What should I do about this?
Kevin just being like, call the insurance company. You did get insurance, right? Like,
yeah. And then Will's like, insurance? Like,
and it's like, you're fucking idiot. Like,
yep. Just Will things.
It's just Will things.
Yeah. Or he's like, no, my malpractice insurance skyrocketed again. I ignored another DNR. Womp womp.
Oh man, that'd be so good.
The unit as a family, it would be nice to see them all hang outside of work or take them to Molly's again. I love how all of our wish lists are pretty much the same thing. I love it.
That's what happens when you watch a show for 10 years.
It is. It is. Add another female character if there's room for another officer. Been shouting this one from the rooftops for forever. I
don't even want to say my comment. I don't even want to say my comment.
Now you have to. Now you have to.
Now that there is room, they could do it.
What were you gonna say?
No, because now there is room. They could do it.
I know.
You know, Jay's leaving, Jesse's leaving.
Zora Scott's available.
Yeah.
That's the only acceptable alternative. If we need another female in the unit, it's got to be Zora.
Right. I was going to say Rojas, but obviously we can't have Rojas come back because Lisette is over on the rookie. So we'll take it.
No, because Rojas transferred to the LAPD.
Yeah. So we can't have her come back, even though we would love to, but Rojas can't come back right now. So
she's probably going to like see Athena and just like worship her. 911 and the rookie. They're both LA.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I was like, did you get your shows mixed up for a second? I was like,
no. I just imagined that like they know each other.
Yeah.
And Bailey probably knows like Buck from like she probably has some tea on him from something.
Oh my god, that would be fun.
Buck probably made a move on Bailey at some point in the past.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Probably.
Yeah. And so like Bailey's probably told Nolan stories about like that jackass firefighter at like the 118 on 911, 26 on Lone Star, right?
Yeah.
I like to imagine they coexist, but whatever. Let's see, where were we? And more Trudy. Yes, always more Trudy.
Yeah. All right. So Lexi said, okay, so we're starting with Med. Let's jump on the Will and Hannah train again, shall we? Hannah's an independent queen who don't need no man, but I'm still trying to figure out if her and Will are right for each other or if they should stay friends. It would be nice if they could actually work out the major elephant in the room and talk about whether they should couple up or just stay good friends or colleagues. I think they need to stay good friends and colleagues for a while. They do not need to be hooking back up in like 2 episodes.
Hypothetical. You have a friend and you're stuck in a fire and the friend leaves you. Do you stay friends with him?
It depends on the circumstances. Probably not, but like depends, I guess.
I just feel like that's gonna make things a little awkward.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Like
I feel like if one of my good friends like left me in a fire and was like, hope you make it out, I'd be kind of like, dude, bro, okay. Rude.
Yeah.
But cool. Okay. I don't know.
Okay. So she said, okay, who survived the fire? Obviously our main survived, Dylan, Will, Hannah, although she did end up in the hospital. I'll make it out, but did Melina Joe survive? My prediction is she doesn't make it out with getting shot and the whole being trapped in the fire thing. Her odds are slim to none. If when she does die, Dylan is going to be really shaken up about the fact that he couldn't save her. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've kind of now am under the theory that like something happens in that whole situation and like Dylan has to go into protective custody to like help himself.
Yeah. So Jessica B is in the group chat right now. She said, where'd this thing about Will leaving her come from? So it's a theory because in the promo photos for Med, Hannah is indeed a patient at a certain point. And Jessie Schramm did post that behind the scenes photo and she was in a gown. So it's a theory, just nothing concrete.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Let's see. It says, okay. Will we see Pamela in the season premiere? It's clear that things took a turn for the worse with her and Crockett. He made the wrong choice during surgery, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with those two next. We know Avery was pissed off and guessing Pamela won't be too pleased without seeing how her career is most likely over. Yeah. I don't know. If she does, it's going to be for like a scene or two. I don't think she's going to be back for like ever.
No, which is a bummer. I loved her.
Yeah. And then for Med, she also says Archer and his son. That's one of the things that is most intriguing to me. I don't like Archer, but maybe the season will actually make it so I'll like him, like the show did for Crockett a couple seasons ago. I didn't like him in his first season, but started liking him afterwards.
Yep.
All right. For Fire, Lexi has, if we're talking about Stellarides, she said the cliffhanger pissed me off so much they couldn't have a happy first night as newlyweds without shit hitting the fan. We don't know who the hell was parked outside their cabin, but my prediction is either whoever pulled up to the cabin is someone we know and trust, or someone that will put the two in danger. If it's a second option, my hope is that Stella and Severide will kick ass, protect themselves, and neither of them end up hurt or kidnapped.
What if it's just like Uber Eats?
That would be hysterical, wouldn't it?
I mean, that would be the most Derek move in the world, to like have us sweating the whole summer and then just be like, oh, it was just DoorDash.
You mean they get DoorDash all the way out in the cabin?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know anything about where in Wisconsin they're located.
Is it Wisconsin?
Isn't the I thought the cabin was in Wisconsin.
I think that's Jay and Will's family's cabin that's in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Yeah, at least in fan fiction it is. I'm just saying.
No, that was a Linset episode when he was like, "Yeah,
that's what I'm saying."
Cabin.
Yeah, yeah. She said, Sylvie Bretzi next. My Bretzi heart can't take how things ended off last season. I will advocate every day of my life that Sylvie deserves better. She deserves happiness and just happy in general. I will. If Bretzi needs to stay together, even though it's going to be off screen and long distance.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen with that.
No, I don't either. And really, I mean, it kind of worries me what they're going to do to Haley, given the way Fire ended last season. With that scene with Brett and Casey being like, but you're always there. And like, I'm here in Chicago. What do we do? Makes me worry a little bit about Haley.
Yeah. She said, Hakami. I need more of them in season 11. Thank God we're getting more of them because they're cute. And they're the cutest fucking couple that is actually a couple on screen. I can't have them break up. Violet and Hawkins are right for each other. They need to work out any issues that's going on with them in the season premiere. If there are any issues still going on with them at all. I mean, yeah. And she said, speaking of the Hakami of it all, I'm curious to see if Psycho Emma will return or not. I don't think so. The last we saw of her, Emma got fired from the CFD, so will we see her again, or is she gone for good? I think she's gone for good.
I do too.
Yeah. And then lastly, her PD thoughts. Don't even get me started on Jesse leaving. I'm not happy. On screen and happy, upset better end on a happy note, or there will be hell to pay. I can't have Jay die or upset break up. My heart won't be able to handle that, and neither will Haley's. I'm just worried about the upsets in general going into season 10. I mean, we all are at this point.
Yeah. Yep.
Bridget needs to get their shit together for the sake of our sanity, and Michaela. There's been so much drama with them for ages now. We better have them back together for season 10. We need to talk through their personal shit and just stop arguing and being angsty all the damn time. Accurate,
yes.
And the last thing she has is the one thing I'm not looking forward to this season is Voight dealing with Anna's death. I don't like Voight much at all, but I still felt bad for him when he watched her die. I'm just not looking forward to seeing what Voight is going to do or how he's going to act when it comes to the repercussions of it all.
Yeah, I'm not like dying to know what happens, but you know, it'll be interesting to see how he deals.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see, because obviously the last thing we saw is shirtless Voight in the hospital, like basically sobbing over Anna. Like, I'll be curious to see where they go with that part of it.
Yeah. Yep. Eloise said, I want Terrence, Bowden, and Michaela to have a play date or something similar. Add Javi to that, and yes, please.
Yes. Which is Annabelle to? Oh no. No. Who is Herman's youngest child?
Kenny, right? Kenny. Yeah.
Kenny's a little too old for them, but like he can still join in.
Yeah.
He's a little too old, but like he can still hang out.
Yeah. That would be super cute. Super cute. And then Helene. Let's see. Scrolling on down. Okay, so Med, not really a wish, but I'm very curious to discover the new characters, especially the psychiatry fellow. It's been a while since we had another psychiatrist in the ED.
Yeah.
Yep. Will and Jay scenes in person. Bonus point if Haley's there too. I'm so sad. This is so wrong. Can be either in Med or PD. Either way, we're gonna need some whole stepbrother interactions while we can. I hate this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Really
like
sucks.
Who made this decision? I just want to talk.
It really sucks.
I hate this. Anyway. Okay. Very slowly warming up to Will and Hannah. If it does happen, I hope it's slow and we see them building a friendship this season, since it looked like they were moving past the awkwardness in the finale. I'm cool with that.
Yep.
I do like that Will is getting to know her all over again.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why they cannot. I don't need them to do like a slow burn. If they're gonna be in a relationship again, which I think they are at this point, like who else does Med have to be like a ship?
Yeah.
But like they cannot be hooking up in the mid-season finale. That is way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
They need it like season finale, fine, but like mid-season, way too soon.
Yeah. Yep. So next up for Fire, all caps, Hakami. Yes. Just yes. I think that's like all you have to say for this season is just Hakami in big caps, and we'll be like, yeah, and
that's all we all wanted. What else do we have at this point? We have Married Stellaride and Hakami. That's like what we got at this point.
Yep.
We got to ride with something.
Yep. Okay, seriously, all the Hakami. Yes, please. Especially Violet finding out that Evan was willing to put his entire career on the line for her. Wouldn't mind a little groveling on her part. I don't mind if they break up for a little while, but please, no Valo love triangle. No, we want that. We want that because it keeps them around.
No, but it seems like I don't know. I mean, yes, theoretically, yeah, but like I don't know. I think they can find a way to keep Jimmy's been on like every call, it feels like, or all the major ones. I feel like he's been on like calls a lot recently. So like they can find a way to use him even if they break up.
Yeah. Yep. I hope Gallo stays single for a bit, not because he is hung up on Violet, but because he decides to focus on his career. I hope we see him learning more from Sev and eventually moving to squad this season. So it seems like the consensus on Gallo is split. Like some of us want him to stay on truck and learn from Stella, and then like some of us want him to move to squad.
Well, but I feel like everyone wants him to move to squad at some point. It's just a matter of, do you want him to move to squad now or do you want him to move to squad later?
I want him to move later.
Yeah, but I don't think like too much later.
Well, like end of the season at the earliest.
Yeah, end of the season, I think would make sense.
Yeah, I think that would be good. Randy has not yet replied to our tweet. Has he even been active on Twitter lately?
I don't know. When was his last tweet?
I'm checking that right now. August 16th. Okay, he's around.
That was like 2
August
weeks ago. That was like 2 weeks ago.
He's around. You never know. Okay. Let's see. So Gallo's staying single. I do, however, hope for some millennial funny shenanigans as friends. Yes, please. Yeah.
All the millennial shenanigans, all of it. I will take all of it.
I wonder where the new guy's gonna fit in. Like, are they gonna loop him? Yeah, are they gonna loop him in with the millennials?
Probably not.
I don't know. Married Stellaride, happy and if possible as drama free. Yes. As for Bretzy, sigh. I want them to still be okay to figure out the long distance. Most of all, I don't want sad Sylvie. She's been through so much. She already has lost so many people. I hope she at least gets the professional recognition she deserves. Seriously, the woman deserves a medal. Let's see. She said, behind the scenes tells us we'll see some paramedicine, and that's great, but I would really love to see official recognition from the CFD brass.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. I want to see Sylvia and Violet in turnout gear kicking ass on a big call. Yes, please.
Take that.
Yep. Speaking of Violet, can we have more of her backstory? And then in parentheses, it says, we barely know anything about her other than she loves chemistry. I feel like she's a she-sev, and that like Severide can survive any sort of situation, and that I think she can too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then Violet-centric bottle episode and or she and Severide investigating arson together. Why not both?
We'll take it all.
We'll take it all. Yep.
No, you know what happens is we get the Violet bottle episode. The Violet bottle episode is centered around an arson, and then Severide and Violet the next episode have to go solve it together.
Perfect.
Right?
Done.
So you get both.
Yep. Done. Okay, PD. I'm so excited for new blood on the team. I hope we see Torres not just with Jay and Haley, but a little bit with everybody.
I agree with that. I agree that I hope we do get to see Torres with like everybody.
Yeah. Can Kim, Adam, and Michaela be happy? Look, I'm not asking them to get married, win the lottery, and live happily ever after. Wait, you know what? That's exactly what I'm asking for because they fucking deserve it after all the shit they've been through. Yes,
that.
That's funny.
Yes.
Can Water be promoted to detectives already? How long has it been now? It's about time. Yes.
Yeah.
Every year we ask for it, and every year we don't get it.
Nope.
This is asking into the void at this point, but more balance. I want to enjoy this season as a whole, not just the Upstead Voight part versus Water. More balance. Yeah.
Yes.
More Platt, even a Platt-centric episode. Yes.
Featuring some Plouch, even better.
I want all of that. All of it.
Yeah.
Give Kevin a love interest that doesn't end up in disaster and actually makes him happy in 2023.
I mean, that shouldn't be too hard to ask, but for PD,
I mean, good God. I feel like it takes an act of Congress to get anything we want to happen out of PD. Lauren from the locker room just sent us a great text. Sorry, that just sidetracked me.
Lauren, if you're watching, can we say it out loud?
Yeah, can we say it out loud? Because it's pretty great.
Can we say it out loud? Because it's great.
Yeah, please let us know. That's hilarious. That made me laugh. Okay, so give Kevin a love interest. Can they come back to Molly's? Yes, please. Hopefully they managed to write a respectful, sensible exit for Jay, a better one than the others have been. Let him be promoted, decide to go back to the military, anything as long as it's on his own terms. Episode doesn't even need a case. I'd rather just get closure, as much as they can possibly bring. As for Upstead, this is where PD's lack of balance might be an advantage for once. After all, we see so little of their personal lives. Who's to say Jay and Haley cannot still be together even if we don't see it? Interesting. Okay, Lauren said yes. Okay, so we got a message from Lauren, who hosts the locker room, and she just said, if people are sending in their wish lists, mine is I want Berzik to fuck. I love you, Lauren.
This is why we love her.
And it was hashtag fuck. It wasn't just fuck. It was hashtag fuck.
And this is why we love her.
We love Lauren. We love her so
and
much.
to see Adam's ugly rug moved into the house.
Yeah. Oh, I love it so much.
Oh man,
she's so funny. Okay. Any other last minute wishes you guys want to throw in the chat? Because that's all we've got. So.
Yeah. Does anyone have any, last minute questions or anything?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever we can help you guys. I mean, we're here.
Lauren, there's a lot of preaching to the choir in here.
Yeah. To the point. Love it. Yes. I mean, that's why we love her.
Preach. I love Lauren. Any questions you guys have? Like anything?
This was fun. We'll have to do another one.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
I can't believe we turned 5.
We're 5. I can't believe we're 5.
Gina, I'm curious. Okay. Well, I think this is a good way to end this. And on a happy note. Okay. Uh-huh. What is your favorite memory moment, maybe one or two, from the last 5 years of doing the podcast? What is some of your favorite moments?
I mean, I feel like I have multiple moments.
As I said, what are your a few of your favorites?
The Patty meet and greet in 2018. When he just basically took us aside and was like, hey, if you guys want to do a real interview, here's my info. That was awesome. Because we were only 6 months old and we walked in we owned the place, but we knew what we were doing. So
yeah,
people were like, you've only been around 6 months. We're like, yeah, and
here you guys are gonna ask what's your favorite scene, and we're gonna be here's our very detailed answers.
Yeah. So I love that. Was a really good moment. I think that was a really important moment in our history.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to go back through in sequence.
One of my favorite moments from that whole just like convention though is when I went to the Flaming Trio meet and greet.
I know exactly where you're going with this. Yes, go ahead.
It was Joe and Yuri and Christian, and this was coming up on the like Otis gets shot storyline, so like a long time ago in season 6 of Fire. And they like that hadn't obviously happened yet, and so but they like something they said gave it away, and I like put it together with some news article that had come out, and I like figured it out, and like you were in line for an autograph or something or whatever, and I was like, Gina, they spoiled something in the thing, I don't know, but like I figured it out. Like I was so proud of myself for having figured it out.
It was
they spoiled, but they didn't mean to spoil. Like
you like whispered it to me. You were like, I just figured this thing out. It's so crazy. We were like two little detectives being like, tell me what's going on. And like, oh my God, that was funny. That was really funny. That was a great moment. I loved that. I loved the very first interview we did with Nick because it was just a chat, like, and he was willing to get on that really deep level with us. And, you know, that was wonderful. That was an awesome time. Let's see. The 2019 con going to filming. And then like, we got recognized at one point. That was cool.
That was fun.
That was fun. Oh, the infection filming. That was so cool.
That was really cool.
That was really, really cool.
I mean, just all the stuff from Derek, like in the OG, like 2017 days of like
the picture,
Derek being like, here's a random the picture of him and Taylor and Eamon and Jesse. The Q&A that he did for us, he was like, oh yeah, by the way, these are like, you guys submit 5 questions, like no one else can submit 5 questions, but like here, whatever you want to know about the first 6 episodes. That was fun.
That was really fun. Let's see. Camilla said, I still need an episode with you two and Hanako and Jimmy. I have yet to meet Hanako.
Yeah, haven't met Hanako yet. Hoping to one day. But yeah, Hanako and Jimmy, I mean, the invite is open. We can make it. We will gladly make it happen.
Yeah. 100%. Because I mean, you had the interview with Hanako. I had a work thing, but then like in the press junket, I mean, we didn't really talk directly to her, so I was there, but like, I have yet to interact with Hanako. That would be cool.
Brooke said y'all and Jimmy's pod was a crack up.
We had so much fun.
That was such a fun time.
It was so much fun. I mean, like we could legit talk to him for like hours.
He's the best.
He's the best. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
that's honestly that interview. If we're talking about still like favorite moments, I'd say the Hanako interview for me is a highlight. Mm-hmm. And then the Jimmy interview, I mean, an hour and a half. Like I think that was just a highlight. It really is.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I remember the time like when we got invited to One Chicago Day, getting that invite in the email. I was at work.
That was such a big deal.
Yeah, I was at work and like. Well, I've had 2 like big podcast moments at work. So that was one of them. The bigger one was the People magazine article. When that dropped.
Huge. I mean, yeah, that was a big deal too.
I had a coworker in my office at that time. We were chatting and my phone blew up and I was like, what the hell? And I clicked the link and I just was like, oh my God, we're in People magazine. And like my coworker who was in there, she screamed. And then my coworker next door popped in. He's like, are you guys okay? We're like, yes, we're fine. Like,
that was a big deal. That was wild.
That still is just like mind-boggling. Like we were on the same list as the West Wing Weekly.
Oh wait, Helene said, what's the People magazine article? Oh man, that's like,
oh my gosh. Okay, so it's the link in our socials. Scroll down to the very, very bottom. It's linked there. There was an article that People posted in
it was the end of 2019.
And it was basically just like the 10 best podcasts about television. Lexi hasn't seen it either. Yeah, click the link in our socials. It's the very, very bottom link.
And so it's basically a list of like podcasts covering TV shows. So it's like Gina said, it's the West Wing Weekly's on there, the Office Ladies, and somehow we ended up on this list. And apparently we also were one of the podcasts that inspired this list, which is also very cool,
mind-blowing.
So.
And then like, I think there were like 10 podcasts on there and like 8 of them were like the official podcasts of the shows.
Yeah. There's only like 1 or 2 that were like fan led or whatever. It was
us and somebody else.
Yeah. It's a big deal. I mean, it was a big deal. It is still a big deal to us. It's like a very yeah, very top moment of the podcast for sure.
I do have it. I have it printed out and framed on my wall over here. I'm not gonna lie.
I know I need to print mine out eventually. I have it like saved. I have the screenshot saved, but I haven't printed it.
I do want to follow up with Derek and see if he'll send us the script page for Serendipity, because I'd like to frame that too. I think that would be a really cool one.
Oh yeah, the word's a great podcast moment.
Yeah. The word was really cool. That was one that I broke that down on on my Instagram, and I was like, listen, here's how it started. Here's the word we sent in. It showed up on the show the other night. Like, this is huge. And like, none of my friends were like wowed by it. They were just like, oh, Gina's posting fire clips again. I was like, you don't get it. You don't get it.
You don't get it.
Yeah.
I know. None of my friends, like, the closest thing I have now is my brother, and like he doesn't really get the same level of excitement about it that like I do. Mm-hmm. He's the closest thing I have, though, besides like our friends, of course, but like nobody in real life. I'm like, podcast this, that, and then they're like, okay, yeah.
I have friends who'll ask me, they'll be like, how's the podcast going? And they expect me to just be like, it's fine, cutesy little thing. Like, it's great. We're having fun, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just always like I break it down. Like, I had a coworker ask me that one time, and it was season 7 when Jay had been shot. And I was like, you don't get it. This is going on. I'm going freaking crazy. I don't know if this character is alive. I need it to happen. He was like, oh, this was more than I bargained for.
So yeah, my friend sent me, and she's always really great about asking me about like how the podcast, like actually caring about the podcast and like caring and thinking it's cool, like what we do or whatever. And she sent me the Jesse stuff the other day, and she was like, so I guess this is a big deal. And I was like, you don't even want to know. And she like kept asking me questions, and I was like, you don't even want to know.
So Allison G said you should plan a Chicago trip with a meetup this spring to add to your podcast memories. About that,
we may be working on something. We will let you know.
I'll just say this. Lauren and I will be in Chicago the week of the premieres. Yes.
We also may be planning something for the spring, though.
Yeah, we're thinking about it for sure. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned indeed. Stay tuned indeed. Yep. Oh goodness. Yeah. I mean, I'm working through like all my other favorite memories from the pod, but I think anytime we've had like multiple things going on at the same time, and I've been like running around, like trying to balance, I've got like work in one hand and then like an email from NBC in the other. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I enjoy that. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, there's been a lot of good memories. And I think we've talked about it, you and I've definitely talked about, like, it's crazy to think like 5 years. I don't know if you told me 5 years ago if we'd still be here, that like, I don't know if I would have said you're crazy, or like, I don't know. I don't really think I thought that like we would be here, but like it's really, I like now I can't think about doing anything else. Like,
I know. When we started, did you have any idea of which way it was going to go?
You mean like whether it was going to be a flop or a success?
No, exactly. That's exactly what I'm asking.
I don't know if I ever thought it was going to be as big as it's become. Mm-hmm. Because like it really has, like, even to like on this day and Facebook memories and stuff, like the post that I had made 2 years ago, which isn't that long in the grand scheme of things, I was talking about the fact that we had like 80,000 plus downloads, which is still a lot, but like now we're almost at like 300,000, and like just how crazy it's grown in the last couple of years. Yeah, so it's just like wild to me. So I don't know if I ever thought it'd be as big of a success. I think I always knew that like if we were committed to it, we were going to keep doing it. Mm-hmm. And I think I knew we could make it good, but like I don't think and realized it would be as big as it's gotten.
I knew we were going to be okay just because we're so committed to the shows and we love them so much, but I didn't think it was going to grow like this.
Yeah. No.
Like if you told me 5 years ago, like, oh, you're going to be closing in on 20,000 Twitter followers, like, and you've been in People Magazine and you've interviewed a ton of the cast, I'd be like, I'm sorry, what? Like, that's awesome.
I mean, for the most part, we've interviewed, I mean, granted, there's some newbies, so like we haven't hit all the newbies yet, but like we've interviewed most of them.
Yeah.
Yep. It's crazy.
It's so crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Oh yeah, it's the best. I wouldn't change it for anything else. And I'm so excited for the next year, the next 5 years, the next 10, however long.
Mm-hmm. Next month, I get to see you.
Yeah, your wedding. I get to be in your wedding.
Yep.
This is exciting.
It's officially next month.
That's also a great memory of the podcast. I was shocked, but yeah, that was a great memory too.
I don't know why I did that. I just was like, oh, I'm gonna talk to her later. I'll just ask her then. Like,
Yeah.
So Antoinette says, have you
you
both wanted to be extras on the show? I mean, I'd be an extra. Why not?
No way.
One time.
As like an extra in a background, sure. If you gave me anything more than that, no way.
I think my dream would be to like for us to be at a booth at Molly's, like when they're filming like a main scene and we're in the background. Because then like literally
I could be in a scene at Molly's. I would take that.
Like the two of us just sitting at a booth and like minding our own business. I think that would be like my dream as an extra.
Yeah. Anything more than that, no way.
No, because it's long days, and I mean we're both from the South. Like we don't do well in cold, so
no, it's not even that. I just don't want to be on TV like that. No way.
I'd be cool with it. But yeah, I think like the ideal situation would be like us in the background at a booth in Molly's, because then we're literally like meet us at Molly's, right? And then we're just like gossiping in the corner. Yeah,
that's exactly.
I love that. Abby says PD and Yellowstone. I'd watch that too. If Yellowstone wanted to scoop Jesse up, I'd be happy about that. If any show that I currently watch wanted to scoop him up, I'd be happy about that.
There was like a theory, a guess, whatever. People were speculating about Jesse joining like Station 19 because he's close with Jay and Jaina. And I was like, I mean, I don't see that happening, but I definitely wouldn't complain if that's, yeah.
I don't think I'd be ready to see him as a firefighter.
That's what I'm saying. It's not going to happen. I don't see that's going to happen. Yeah.
Helene said, and then Logan from Ladies Night, she texted us as well, just to remind us of this one. Great memory is Ritter saying the name of the pod on the show.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Goodness. So I think that's about all we've got.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You guys, thank you for joining this. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we didn't know how this was going to go, but I think we'll have to do another one.
Yeah, for sure. So, as always, you know where to find us: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. You guys, we're on TikTok now. We are on TikTok. Yes, I put us on TikTok. I might regret it, but I don't care.
I need you to teach me how to. That sounds so terrible. That you're gonna. I don't know how to do a TikTok.
You know how I work TikTok is I get as far as I can, and then I go, Lauren, help me.
I know.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I like was playing around with it. I don't even know if I could. Like, my phone is so old that like at this point, I don't even know if I can get like some of the updated software. I don't know.
You could totally do it. I promise. If I can do it, and like I'm ancient and have no reason to be on TikTok, you can do it.
Yeah.
I
just don't go on TikTok. Like there's like 2 or 3 accounts that I look at, but like I don't really like watch TikToks other than that.
Yeah. So make sure you follow us over there. It's at Meet Us at Molly's. Like, please follow us, because
we might have some fun content coming that way in a couple weeks. So you should definitely follow it. I'm just saying.
Hint.
Hint. Yeah. I mean, you may also be able to see it on Instagram, but you can also follow us on TikTok. Just gonna say that.
Yeah, you should, because usually it's just like I get an idea, I run with it. It's terrible, but I post it anyway. So like you should post it just so I know I'm not like throwing these into the abyss. So TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Meet Us at Molly's. Check out our Patreon page. Check out our TeePublic page. Lots of good stuff there.
I think I'm gonna if you guys, I think this weekend maybe I'll find the lost episode and post it as a bonus episode on Patreon. You guys have convinced me. I think I'll re-find it this weekend and I'll put it up there.
It is pretty funny. Just remember, it was like a minute after the season 6 finale of PD, and feelings were raw.
In the early days. Jesus, that would have been 2019. Jesus,
Everything pre-COVID feels like it was like a million years ago.
Yeah.
Like I feel like 2017 me was like an absolute baby.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too, when I was making the tribute video or whatever we want to call them, highlight video for whatever Meet Us at Molly's, like even just the content that I was pulling, like how crazy it was, because like pre-COVID I mainly only had videos and like pictures from like when we were in Chicago and like at cons and whatever. And then one Chicago day, and then like everything else, like all our interviews have been video. Like I just have so much more content video wise from like after COVID.
You know what else is on our YouTube channel with, I took a glance at it this morning and I was like, oh my God, when we did the Justice Live episode, like the YouTube, yeah, like right before ATX in 2019. And I wasn't even living with Charlie yet. I was in my other apartment.
Yeah, you were in your old place.
Yeah. That was funny. That was really funny. God, we've done so much in 5 years. It's insane. But like, also, I feel like we still have so many more things we want to do.
Oh yeah. And guys, coming your way in a couple weeks. We got lots of some fun stuff coming. So
we do.
September is going to be fun.
Yes. We are going to reclaim September. Wolf cannot take September from us.
We're reclaiming it, baby.
We
got lots of fun stuff. We do though. We're working on some things. We've got some stuff coming out in the next couple weeks. So
yeah,
maybe closer to premieres, but stay tuned.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
So email us anytime about anything. You guys know that our inbox is a safe space. You know that. That's the whole reason. I mean, part of the reason we started this podcast is we wanted to make a giant safe space for everybody to talk about anything whenever they wanted. It's a safe space. That's the gist. So yeah, email us anytime about anything. If you like the show, which we really hope you do, if you could leave us a rating and review on iTunes, that would be so great. Because I think our last review is from like March. That would be great. But yeah, next week we are going to go back and do an old fire episode. I don't even remember the season and episode. Do you?
Hold on. I have it written down. Hold on. I'll tell you. 506, which is the 9/11 episode.
Yeah. Yep. So, right before the 21st anniversary, we are going to cover the 9/11 episode. So that is what we will be doing next week. And yeah, just we got some stuff going on that we'll post like later in September. So
when we're allowed to.
What?
When we're allowed to.
Yeah, when we're allowed to. So we'll be busy next week. So just so you guys know. But yeah, in the meantime, everybody have a great weekend. Take care of you. It's been a really hard week. So yeah. We're reclaiming September, damn it.
Yeah, and enjoy your long weekend. Yes. Take the time for yourself. Get off Twitter. Go enjoy your long weekends.
Yes, put the socials down. We'll be here when you get back. We will all be here when you get back. Put it down. Just go outside. Yeah. So that's about it. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in for our live episode, and thank you for listening to the pod for all these years and being our friends
and sticking with us. We really do. You guys mean the world to us, and we are so grateful to have you guys, because we wouldn't still be here if it wasn't for you guys. So we really do appreciate you guys.
Actually though, I can never find the words to form it, but I mean, you guys are. We would not be here without you. So thank you. We love you. Mwah. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. So you guys have a good weekend. Put the socials down. Enjoy the long weekend, and we'll see you next week. Night, guys.
Good night.